Have you ever been in love? Yeah. Been in love so bad. Oh, yeah. You would do anything. Yeah. To make them understand. Said his full name, Jermaine 9292. Yeah. Step into a Slim Jim. This jacket smells like fresh laundry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to be singing. You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt.
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
This is Tyler Kepner of The Athletic, and you're listening to Corner Pub Sports.
Do it live! Fuck it!
Corner Pub Sports.
Yo, we're back.
Hey, yo.
We're back. Yo, it's been 3 weeks since our last show. We've went on vacation. We have other stuff going on, but we're back. We're here live here on a Friday night. Corner Pub Sports. You recognize those who are watching live on Facebook and Twitter and whatever else we're on. Nice. YouTube.
A double to start the top of the or bottom of the eighth. That's a
good
start.
Start. Yeah, Phillies are in a 1-0 game against the Marlins as we're talking right now. Christopher Sanchez right now has a complete game shutout going. He looks like he's going to come out and pitch the ninth, which is awesome. And we're going to talk about Phillies tonight.
He hit a ball up the middle that he got a double off of.
Rojas.
Who's that? Rojas?
Wheels.
Yeah.
He's got wheels, man. But you notice those who are watching on the stream, we're one person short. Ryan is officially married, and his wedding party, I guess, or reception is tomorrow. So Ryan's taking the night off. He might join us virtually. We'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
That's good for him. Congratulations.
Yeah. Dave Langle said, welcome back, guys. Polsky said, congratulations, Ryan and Angie. Yeah, pretty cool, man. So love is in the air. Oh, yeah, love is in the air.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's not like Sean planned it that way, but it does work.
He said they're slapping skins tonight. Said Mark.
Maybe.
So, the most important question we ask of the night is, what kind of beer are you drinking? Well, should I even ask that now? Can I ask that?
Why would you? Why would you not be able to ask that?
Well, one of us isn't drinking tonight.
No. Yeah, quitter.
What are you drinking?
I got the Fiddlehead Double IPA.
I know what you're drinking. I don't want to fucking hear about iced tea. Fucking Turkey Hill Wawa, whatever fuck you. What is it? Fiddlehead Double IPA.
Double IPA.
Yeah, I had a sip of it, man. That's Fiddlehead. Oof, that's some strong stuff.
It's a heavy hitter.
I'm drinking Iron Hill Brewery, incredibly juicy IPA.
Nice.
It's good stuff. They have some really creative.
Yeah, you're a fan of Iron Hill now, right?
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. And last night, Gary, Ryan, and I went to Broken Goblet, and it was the first time I actually tried their beers because the first time I went, I wasn't drinking. When we went to see Soulfly, I wasn't drinking around that time, so I held off. But so it was the first time I tried it. Dude, their beers are awesome.
Yeah.
What was Turn My Monitors Up was the one.
Oh.
And what was the other one? The one IPA was a Summertime Haze IPA. It was excellent.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. And then
I remember when Broken Goblet was this little rinky dinky place right up the street from me.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they grew.
They've really and they actually own the restaurant next to the music room now. So like their brewery has expanded.
Yeah, so, that's awesome.
Yeah, they almost. I think they own.
It's in Bristol, right?
Yeah.
So they own a good part of that building.
I think they might own all of it now. Maybe not the end unit, but I think they own everything else. That's
we're actually kind of considering maybe talking to them about the 10th.
We got to throw some ideas around, and next year, man, We're already in the planning stages for our 10th anniversary show. We want to see guys like Dave Langle. We want to see guys like Jay Parr and Mark.
No, Mark.
We want
Mark
to see
can stay
guys
home.
Dave Peterson. We want to see those guys out for that. But we got plenty of time to talk about that.
Yep.
So yeah, tonight we're like we said, we're gonna talk about the Phillies. We got Mitch Goff. We got NHL and NBA finals. A recap on that. While you were drunk, I got a lot for while you were drunk because a lot of stuff happened in the last 3 weeks.
Well, yeah.
And then we're going to talk about our fears as when we were kids.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, is there any reason for that? No. There was something that came up when I was away last week. Then I thought about it. And I was like, hey, this might be a good topic. So I'll bring that up as well. Anyway, Polsky said, Gary, I will be there with Phil. So let's get at it. The Phillies are still the best team in baseball by record. That'll
do it.
The Yankees have Phillies are now up 2-0. The Phillies the Yankees have lost like 9 out of the last 11 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've gone through a free, and it's crazy because Aaron Judge is still crushing the ball.
Wow.
He hit a grand slam, they lost.
Wow.
Yeah, like they're still losing games, which is
so
crazy.
did the Yankees have a better record than Phillies for a while?
They were right neck and neck. I think like at one point they had more wins than the Phillies, but the Phillies had a better winning percentage because they played less games. So like there was all that, and they were neck to neck. And I think the Yankees did overtake them at one point.
Okay.
I think it was that one series and the Phillies lost to Baltimore, or no, before Baltimore. I don't know. But there was at one point they kind of lost that. But they're still the best team in baseball, but they got some bad news last night.
Double hit of bad news after some bad news earlier in the week, or at least a week ago, and after they just got back a guy or two. It's surprising that they are able to withstand and continue to have the best record in baseball with all the injuries that they've had.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking Turner, you're talking Marsh, JT.
Yeah, losing JT's.
You lost
That one hurts so
you lost
bad.
2 starting pitchers now.
Yeah.
In almost back to back.
Yeah, Walker
weeks.
and Turnbull are both on the IL now.
Right. Now you lost Schwarber and you lost Harper. So I mean that's
inning.
Yeah.
Same inning they got hurt.
that's like 6-7 guys.
Yeah, injuries are starting to pile up, and that was one of our fears. Was that one of our fears, right? That was one thing that was going to affect this team was injuries. If they can get out of it, they'll be okay. But here we are. They're starting to get hurt, and hopefully other guys. I mean, tonight I got to be honest. Like I'm a little worried, even though that hopefully they win this game here. They only scored 2 runs against the Marlins.
Right.
The Marlins are not a good team, and you're at home and all that stuff. That's not a good sign.
The Marlins always give the Phillies a hard time.
That's true too.
They do.
Always.
They do. But last night, like they didn't. Right? What did they have? 3? What was it? 3 runs? 4 runs? I mean, they didn't score a lot. And then the series before they should have shellacked that team, Detroit, and they struggled in a few of those games.
They won 2 out of 3 though, right?
They did, but
In Detroit.
But the one game, they pretty much got shut down by the pitcher there, who I forget his name.
Apparently
now.
he's like
He's really good. Yeah.
But this happens in baseball. You're not going to win 100 games.
I keep saying it's.
It
Yes, they-
happens.
They're going to win 100 games.
You think?
Oh yeah,
They're going to win 100 games.
yeah. It's
They're not going to win 120 games.
so.
No.
The thing that you talk about in baseball, and I brought it up a couple times on the show. During the season, there's going to be 50 games you're going to win. There's going to be 50 games you're going to lose. It's what happens in the other 62 that separates the good teams from the bad teams. So you win all 62 of them, you're 112 wins.
Yeah. No, it's very true. Baseball's a marathon, and it's hard to not be short-sighted about it. But like people are getting worried, and they should be a little worried. I mean,
That beer fucking stinks.
this beer, yeah, it's strong. But the thing is, like, the fact that these injuries are piling up, it should be a concern.
It's good that they have the cushion that they have now.
Yeah, and
I'm not that worried about it.
I'm worried that Turner is going to be out longer than because both Schwarber and Turner are on the 10-day.
Harper.
What did I say? Oh, Turner. I'm sorry. Harper and Schwarber. They're both on the 10-day list, and
Schwarber was just starting to get hot.
yeah, the problem. I think Harper. Both of them are nagging injuries. A groin can last weeks. And Harper, I mean, you saw what happened with Turner. You know, when Turner went out, although they said right off the bat that Turner was going to be out for extended period of time.
They did say Topper said they both could be back by the All-Star break. I don't know if he said that optimistically, if there's any reason.
That's 2 weeks out, right? A little less than 2 weeks out. Man, I guess they're not playing in that game now either because Harper is going to be in.
Right.
I think he's already in. I think he's already elected in because he's the leading vote getter.
Yeah.
He's not going to play that.
No, of course not.
I don't want him to play it now.
Right.
Polsky said, "Someone please bunt the ball." He loves that bunt. Yeah, I mean, but now you're getting the guys that are healthy. They got to step up. You know, guys like Marsh and guys like Boom, who
I got a pet peeve. They're doing the wave. It's a 2-0 game in the bottom of the 8th inning with a guy on first. Like you do the wave when the game's jacked. No, it's not.
You don't do the wave at all. But you know why? You know why they're doing the wave?
Why?
Because it's a completely sold out game and they're doing fireworks tonight. And most of the people there don't even give a shit about the game.
No. Yeah.
Most of the people are there. I mean, we've done it. We've been to the fireworks game. Yeah. Most of the people there don't even care about the game. They only care about the fireworks. It is a good fireworks show. It is a really good fireworks show. Doesn't compare to Disney's fireworks show, which was out of this world amazing.
Really?
Oh my God.
Wow.
I mean, synced up perfectly. So
they do that every night.
Every single night. They put a hologram thing on the castle and it does all these images. It
that's
looks
cool.
Awesome. Like say I don't know, Aladdin is in the castle and he does this, the fireworks shoots up. Like it's awesome. Really cool. Yeah.
So how long were you there? Because you got there early. You were there like 14 hours, weren't you?
Yes. We got there. It opens at 9. We were there at 9 and we left at 10. No, the park closes at 11 on Tuesdays.
That's literally 14 hours.
Yeah, we were there for 14 hours. Yeah, we left at 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
And all the kids survived the whole time?
One almost didn't. One almost did not survive. I was going to kill her.
Oh, well.
But no, they did. But on the way because you have to take a shuttle from the parking lot to the park. On the way to the shuttle to get back to the parking lot, they were all passed out. Like the kids were just done.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It was a great time though, man. We had a good time. Hey, Dave Peterson, what's up, brother?
What's up, Dave?
Peterson said, good evening, gentlemen. So
yeah, it's a long day.
But yeah, it is a good fireworks show down at the Citizens Bank, man. They do a nice job. As long as they don't play fucking John Mellencamp.
Well, they do. They're going to.
Yeah.
They're going to say, proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. And I'll proudly stand up next to you.
Remember that after 9/11? You couldn't fucking escape that song. That song was all over the place. Mm-hmm. Everyone's crying.
Lee Greenwood.
Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Lee Greenwood. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I had so before Harper and Schwarber got hurt, I had an issue that arose from that series against Detroit, and it was when they faced that good pitcher and they got shut out. Because it was, okay, here we go again when you're facing good pitching and they shut you down and you can't compete.
Right.
And then I kind of laid off of that because I started looking at their numbers and everything and realizing that this is not the same team. Yeah, okay, you're going to have nights like that. And that dude gave up like 3 hits, and it was one of the best performances against the Phillies in a long time. Probably since the World Series when they lost against the Astros, that were no hitter. That's probably the best pitching performance against them.
Right.
Since then.
And that's also the first time that they've ever seen the guy. Like, there's,
yeah,
I don't know.
And he's different. You know, it's a different pitcher, and or you know, like you said, different type of pitcher and different team, all that stuff. I get it. That's all good and well, but the ghosts of the past. I mean, they still want to, you know, send you through the flashbacks and remind you that, you know, yeah, this team can go cold on you when you face good pitching. And I just hope that's not the case with this team, because come playoff time, that's all you're going to face. So I don't want them to. I just hope it doesn't happen.
I'm not going to let one pitching performance in one game kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
change my spirit.
So, well, like I was saying that I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I looked at the numbers, and this team's really good with runners on this year.
Yeah.
So that kind of waned my thoughts about that whole thing.
And they're playing small ball this year too.
They are, because they're hitting with guys on,
Yeah.
and they weren't doing that in the past. It was, I mean, remember last year? It was long.
Shoot for the stars.
It was long ball or bust, and it's not exactly the case this year. They're
Getting on
still
base.
Well,
they're
when
still
you
hitting the long
it
ball.
helps when you have somebody like Baum in the cleanup spot, who isn't the long ball or bust. He's more of a contact hitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Solid on base percentage too this year.
When you get JT back, that'll help, and obviously, getting Schwarber and Harper back will be huge. But so who was called up? Cody Clemens
Cody Clemens was called up, and
Rojas.
Rojas. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I'm surprised they didn't bring up Derek Hall.
Yeah, were you saying he was struggling or something? Or
No, I'm wondering if
Oh.
he's struggling. Why else would they bring up Clemens instead of Hall?
Yeah. And you got to think, like, Clemens, this is what, his third time getting sent down. So, like, his options, he's got to be getting close to running out of options.
Right.
Because he's been up and down a
Yes.
few times now.
It's just the third time.
Yeah, he's like a hooker in Vegas, up and down, up and down. So,
hooker in
Oh, wait.
Vegas.
Was she a great big fat person?
I hope not. I mean, should be sounding something like that.
Just
Happy
tastes
up and down?
exactly like a big sloppy pussy.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
We're not even drunk.
Yeah,
Ugh. That sounds good, though, doesn't
I'm
it?
just not used to Gary not being like drunk.
Yeah. Not being obnoxious.
I know. Like
You?
I feel like I should poke you or something. Like, are you all right?
You're never obnoxious, man.
No, not me.
Polsky Buffalo Bill. Yeah. You're a great big fat person. Or you're like a size 6. Perfect. Get in the fucking van.
She was an American girl.
That's the great. He's like, just keep going. Yeah. He's pushing the fucking couch. He traps her in the fucking van and shuts the door. Fucking fat bitch.
What's that on?
Silence of the Lambs. When he's helping her, can you help me with this?
Oh, yeah.
That's how he traps her. Yeah. She's carrying. Yeah, like go into the van. You're like back ass end first. So that's good. Just keep pushing. But it's the thing. There's me and Mark have a thing, right, Polsky? One of the things we crack up about that
94
movie.
pitches. He's got one out.
The scene when she's like, "Do you have a card?" And he's like, and it does this, and he kind of like loses the cards in the air, and then he runs into the other room. It's hysterical. Oh man, 2 outs away from a
He's only at
game
94
shutout.
pitches. He could do it in under 100 pitches.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, the starting pitching's been fantastic for Phillies, man. It really
Yeah.
has.
Well, Sanchez isn't even one of the top 3. Or is Sanchez now the top 3? Did he overtake Nola? I think he did, right?
Ooh, that's a good question.
He's not going to move to that spot, though.
No, I mean, like an ERA.
Oh, yeah.
1 out away now, apparently.
It's delayed.
Yeah. So let me find it real quick. There was this stat that came up the other day about the Phillies and their rotation. Here it is. I thought this was pretty cool. So obviously this is a little dated because we're probably 80 something games now.
97. Like he's going to do it without even working hard.
That's fantastic, dude.
He's been a gem.
Yeah.
So the Phillies starters through the first 77 games of the year are 32-11, a 2.68 ERA, 2 complete games. The 2011 4 aces, Halladay, Lee, Hamilton, Oswalt, were 30-11, so we're 2 games worse. ERA was a little bit higher, 2.7 compared to 2.6.
Get him.
And they had 8 complete games.
Right.
So the Phillies are going to have 3 complete games, theoretically here, thinking that they get it out of this.
Right.
And they had a little more strikeout. They had a little bit more of a strikeout rate, like maybe I don't know, not much. Maybe 1 strikeout more per 9 innings. That's incredible. Like I know we're still early in the season. Like Mike said, 50-50, 62. But
These injuries are significant, though.
But that's impressive. Like, that's impressive. This starting rotation.
There it is.
He got it. That's awesome.
101
man.
pitches. That's beautiful.
Good for him, man. Dude, he has signed that extension, and he's been
Fire.
lights out since. What a great win for them, man. What a great win for him.
Complete game shutout, 3 hits.
That's
and one of them was a double. One of them they got doubled up on.
There's been 9 complete games this year in all of baseball. The Phillies have 3 of them.
They have a third of them.
Suarez, Nola, and Sanchez. That's fantastic, dude. Hey, how about Wheeler?
And Wheeler doesn't even have one. Holy
list.
shit!
He struggled the last few games.
He has, yeah. But you know what? Now's the time to do it. All right, July. You're about to go into July.
He struggled the last 2 games, but he's still got an ERA that's in the top 5 in the MLB.
I get. Did Suarez lose his top bid? Is he not the top ERA anymore?
I don't know.
He has now like over 2 ERA. So I don't know.
He might still be number 1. I guess we'd have. I don't know. I'm sure Dave will help us out.
Yeah, Dave, can you find out who has the top ERA?
Yeah, it's the top 5 ERA right now.
Yeah, that's fantastic. 9 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts.
He faced 29 batters.
It's awesome
because he got at least 1 double play. Maybe it was unless you get more than 1 double play.
That's fantastic. 78 of his 101 pitches were strikes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great ratio, man. That's a great thing to have, man, in your rotation. Back in your, Suarez has kind of really taken everyone by surprise this year.
But Sanchez has been just as surprising.
That's fantastic. And remember, Sanchez was hurt last year.
Right.
He got banged up. Suarez was too, but Sanchez came. Well, yeah, Sanchez got a little banged up, but he was also in and out of that rotation because he was doing what Turnbull was doing this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you had Lorenzen, you had other guys in that rotation.
He was like a utility pitcher.
Can you imagine the fact that if, assuming all goes well, all 4 pitchers in a 5-game series or whatever,
Jesus,
you're not even going to have Sanchez is even going to be like a starter. Like, I guess he's going to be like, I don't even know. Like, how do you, what do you do with 4 guys?
Why would Sanchez not be your starter?
Because you only start 3 in a 5-game series.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well,
you often
sometimes. I mean, last year I think they went 4-1 in one of the series.
In one of the series, yeah, but not the 5-game one. It's only until they get the 7-game one.
Yeah,
that's a great problem to have.
Right, but
you're not going to not want Wheeler pitching twice.
Right. So what do you do? Do you have Nola only pitch once and have Sanchez pitch
No.
I don't know, man.
Good problem to have.
It is a good problem, but that's crazy.
Well, we got to get there first, and right now this team's got a little bit of a struggle ahead of them for the next couple of weeks. Now, granted, you're playing the Marlins, and then next week you play the Cubs.
Right.
So
but again, hey, look, this first game without them,
and you win
they only scored 2 runs, they won.
Yeah.
Maybe they split the next 2 games. Maybe one of them's like just an anomaly, you score 7 runs or something like that, and then the other game you lose.
Yeah.
You split the first, now you're 3 out of the 10, 11 games that you don't have with those guys potentially, and you're like, all right, we're okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, I know the Braves got hot. I don't know how many games back they are, 7 or 8 or
not last night. The night before they had a doubleheader against the Cardinals, they split.
Okay.
But no, you're right there. They're catching fire. The Mets are actually catching fire.
Are they really?
The Mets have been playing really good ball. I'll get the stats to you in a second. Polsky said, imagine that. It's not even 90 degrees either. Yeah, the Braves are still 8. They're still 8 back, but the Mets are only 12 and a half. They're only 4.5 back of the Braves now.
Of the Braves now. Okay.
They're 8-2 in their last 10.
Okay.
The Braves and the Phillies are both 6-4 in their last 10.
Okay.
So, Dodgers are 2 games behind the Phillies for best record.
Okay.
The Yankees have lost first place.
Really?
And they're 2 games up on Baltimore. The Phillies are for best record. I mean, for best record doesn't mean shit. It's all about the NL.
I mean, the Dodgers probably end up, especially with the injuries, the Dodgers probably end up catching them.
Baltimore and the Phillies, though, are both tied for second in run differential with
Right.
119 on the dot. The Dodgers are in the lead with 120. Dodgers are scary, dude.
Well, I mean, the Phillies just overtook them, I guess, with 121 now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure the Dodgers won't score more than 2 runs tonight. That fucking team.
Yeah.
Every time you turn around, Ohtani's hitting a home run.
They're a
Now,
scary
the
team.
only thing with them, Mookie Betts is out until August.
Oh,
Yeah, he got hurt.
so they got some injuries, so.
That
he-
name makes
he-
me laugh.
He was in the running, like him and Ohtani
Yeah.
are like we're in the running for MVP. So like that's gonna kill his chances. But
Pookie sweats.
that's gonna
Pookie.
sweats.
I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
Pookie sweats. That's fucking funny.
Speaking of Pookie sweats, and I don't know why I'm associating Pookie sweats with this, but
Pookie sweats.
I finally started reading on the plane ride up and back. I started reading Tacking to the Top.
Yeah, great
So
book.
Pokahor.
Oh God,
I haven't even gotten to the stories about Noel.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple years since I read
Noel was
it. Because we read it. We had Yaron Weitzman on the last show before COVID.
wow.
Yeah, and then that was it.
Yeah.
World shut down. So, but his book Tanking the Top was fantastic.
Yeah, it talked about how Noel was didn't grow up in the best like family upbringing, and he was all of a sudden he became a superstar player, and like he basically everybody flocked to him, and he loved the attention and this and that. When he made it to the NBA, he had no discipline, and one of the big themes about the and the problem with their tanking was they didn't have any accountability. They didn't have anybody who didn't have any leadership. They didn't have anybody like when they finally got the young guys in here, there was nobody there that was able to like
teach them.
lead by example or jack them up.
Yeah,
And Brown wasn't disciplinary. So the guy would like notoriously just show up late
Noel would. Yeah,
and smelling a weed.
yeah.
And he like in his locker, there would just be like pink slips of fines piled up that he just didn't give a shit about. He probably just paid them because he had
Yeah.
money to pay them. And like,
That's why they traded him.
well, yeah, but they traded him and he never like he was supposed to be the first pick overall,
Mhm.
and then he got hurt, so he missed that whole first year. And that whole first year, he fucked around. Like he pissed away
Yeah.
millions and millions of dollars being the jackass.
He still ended up having a half decent career. I mean, he still played in the league.
He played
with
for
the
a while, but I
Dallas
mean,
for a
like,
while. Actually,
he
he's
wasn't-
He's still playing, I think.
He could be,
I think he is.
but I mean, he's not what he was supposed to be.
No, he's like a role player, or not even a role player. He's a bench player now. At this
Right.
point.
Yeah, he's
I
like
thought
a
he was still-
backup to backup bench.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I thought he was still playing because he's still playing. He plays for the Nets now.
well, there you go.
Oh, last year he played for Detroit and Brooklyn last year. Ugh, 2 points a game, 2 rebounds a game. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a potential. That was what the number 1 overall pick was supposed to be.
His career, he's a 7 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist a game.
That's not number 1 overall pick.
No, and he was
Or
all
even top
rookie.
10.
He was all rookie with the Sixers that year, but yeah, that's pretty bad. Trying to see here with rebounds, blah blah blah. It's just points. I mean, he had 8 points a game with Dallas his first year, and then that's it, dude. And then 7 points a game with Oklahoma City in 2019, and that was his last good year. Ever since
Right.
then, 5, 3, 2, 2 points a game. So yeah, he's pretty much
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
But yeah, talk about a guy that pissed away a career.
Yeah.
And he probably was if he took it serious, he probably could have been really good.
He's Pussy City's bench warmer. He cleans balls. Yeah, so I was golfing today, and threw my ball in the thing. And I said, "Hey, I found my next profession, professional ball washer." They're like, "What?" And then you look at the top of the thing. It's a professional ball washer on the top of the thing. I'm like, "That's what I want to be." There was some girl we were golfing with. She started laughing.
She was amused by it.
She was. Yeah. She was
Sean
good.
made it funny.
Yeah.
Open your mouth wide and take it.
That's easy pennies.
Yeah, how did you end up with the like? Did you go by yourself or you went with a friend?
No, I went with father-in-law.
Oh,
He
okay.
and I went, and then we got paired up with someone else.
Was it just the one person you got
No,
paired
it
up
was
with?
two people.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was the four of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So it was good, but man, I'm. Oof.
So what do you do? Pitch in for a golf cart?
No, I
It
mean
comes
you
with your- it comes
only
with your price.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean the golf cart you only have two people in a golf cart anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's only two.
Yeah.
All right.
They
So
they only let you they don't want to have they want to set up 4 people at a time. It's just the way that it goes.
yeah, they don't want to have 4 different carts on the court on a hole at once. Yeah, and Polsky just said I almost had a hole in my second hole in one, man.
Yeah.
Dude, so it was the 18th hole, and it's not quite an island green because there is a slight path to it on the left hand side, but there's a
Gotcha.
big pond in front.
Yeah.
So I it's 165 yards out. I grabbed my 5-wood, and I clocked that, and I hit it kind of a low line drive, and it went kicked off the hill right before the green, and we're watching it, and I'm like, oh my god! And the guy next to me, the guy we were golfing, was like, dude, that has a chance. And people were at the clubhouse
Oh,
because
I
that's
could
the 18th
see.
hole.
Yeah.
They started screaming, oh, go, dude! It was so cool, and it was so close, and it just rolled right by it,
Oh, wow.
just past it, and it was like a little, maybe a 3-foot putt to get the birdie, but
Okay.
yeah, I was like, fuck, man, it was so cool to get all that.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, good for you. So, all right.
Stop fucking around, cunt.
All right, I will. Thank you. Before we cut out Phillies talk, Kyle Tucker rumors. So Kyle Tucker has. So I thought this was the last year on their contract. It's not, but he has arbitration. Like, so they still have a chance to resign him.
It's going to be like a 10 million arbitration, or like it's going to be a little pricey.
I mean,
But I mean, still,
it
that's
probably
still
should be more
worth
than
it.
that.
Yeah.
He's definitely worth more than that. So people are thinking that he's available, and Sports Illustrated actually,
Which is
started-
weird because Houston's still kind of in the running, aren't they? They're not like.
Yeah, they're not out of it. I mean, I think-
Why would they? I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
yeah, I don't know. Like, would they part ways? I mean, maybe they need an extra boost. I mean, they're not. Let me see. Houston is 40-40. I mean, they're not playing. I mean, they're 8-2 the last 10, but 4 back to Seattle. Maybe they need that extra push. Maybe they think maybe Kyle Tucker can get them a haul. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're only going to get prospects back.
You would think so, unless you find another team with another player. You're maybe a pitcher or something. I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Unless they think that someone like Mark Appel can come up and
I don't know about that.
yeah, a little early. But real quick, before I forget, Dave Peterson did put up the ERA. Let me put that back up again. Suarez still leads 1.83.
Shit.
Christopher Sanchez is now second,
Is that-
2.41.
That might not. I wonder, does that even
might be
include?
lower.
That might not even include today.
Wheeler is number 3, 2.73. Dude, that's like, this is video game shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your 3
Yes.
top pitchers in baseball
Under 3.
are all Phillies.
Yeah.
And then you got Gavin Stone and Christopher Sale. That's 4 and 5. That's insanity.
Yeah.
Man. So
And Nola's not bad either. Nola's probably top 10.
he was top 5. Nola was.
Right.
he's-
And Sanchez
yeah,
overtook him.
Yeah, so he's probably still top 10. Yeah, so 4 to top 10. That's amazing.
One of them is not going to be even a starter in a 5-game series.
Yeah. PS5 baby, Polsky said. And that's MLB The Show numbers.
Yeah.
Having the top 3 pitchers. It's crazy. I don't know. So do you theoretically? I know we don't normally go down this road, but I know we were kind of going back and forth about it in the text thread. But like, what would you give up for Kyle Tucker? Would you give up Painter and Crawford for him?
Yes.
I think I would too.
You're not going to have a spot for Crawford anyway.
Yeah. And Painter, who knows, or Painter or
One of the
Abel.
two I would give up.
Abel,
Yeah. I wouldn't give up both.
able, whatever you want to say.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you can't give up both. What if they want the other kid, the other hitter that they have, prospect?
I think
Shit.
I can't remember his
His name's
name.
not shit.
Clint Jones.
Nicholas Kerr.
That fucking tollback.
that guy. That fucking guy on Facebook.
Yeah.
Calling out everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he friend requested me. I'm not.
You're not doing it?
No, I'm out.
Why? What's the matter? I can't think of the other dude's name, but whatever.
Text messages I got. Who's this Nicholas Kerr?
Yeah, who is this
Who
guy?
is this guy?
Yeah. And then the other thing about baseball I want to bring up real quick. Baseball's attendance has been the highest since 2008.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Overall or
Yeah.
just the Phillies?
Overall. Now,
Wow.
actually, the Phillies last year, the Phillies attendance last year was better than it is this year for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, up to this point.
That's going to
You
change.
serious?
Yeah,
That's going to change.
by very little, like a percent. But last year's attendance was higher than this year's.
Actually,
But now school's out, and that's
Yeah.
the whole year, right?
yeah,
So-
but I mean, if you think about it, they were coming off the World Series last year. They were coming off the LCS this year. So there might have even been more excitement last year. Although the team's better this year.
team's way better this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing, they've been home a lot through the first 80 games of this year.
Yeah.
I think they've been home more than any other team in baseball, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had more home games. So that's a little weird, but yeah, now school's out and stuff. That number will creep back up. They'll be all right. And obviously, as you get closer to playoff race and all that stuff. But it's been like weird weather here. It's been super hot. I'm going on Sunday, dude. It's gonna be 93 degrees on Sunday.
So
Fucking roast.
Yeah, and today we're sitting outside.
yesterday was the 81st game, and they were at 57-28. So that's 114.
Yeah. Yep.
114
54
and
and 28, man.
so 114 and 56. No, 114 and no, what is it? 114 and
The 162 minus.
What
No,
the
but-
fuck, Mike?
no, I got it wrong. 54 and 28.
Will be 48.
No, 53. It'd be 106 and
Didn't the Braves
106
have,
and 58.
56.
106 and 58 would be their record.
didn't the Braves have a record like that last year?
Oh yeah.
106 and 56.
Yeah, and you see what happened to them in the
106.
playoffs?
What's that?
The Braves last year.
What about them?
Didn't they have a record like that last year?
They did. Yeah, they were a 104 win team last
And
year.
didn't even make it to the second round of the playoffs,
Right.
right?
The Phillies whooped their
Yeah.
ass. Whoop that fucking ass. I know, and that's
Now
why
the next
it's-
statement is these records don't mean nothing.
they don't.
Just get to the playoffs.
Yes, we'll get to the playoffs and
Win.
win.
Yeah.
This team, the way they're built, as long as they stay fucking healthy, as we've been talking about, continue to stay healthy, then
And don't fucking panic.
it's going to be hard. There you
And
go.
shoot for
There's
the
your
stars.
ERAs now. Now they just posted it.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. That 3 Phillies are in the top 3 spots in the ERA. That's amazing. We got to. So we posted something on our page, and there's always one.
Are you serious?
Who cares? Who cares? It's June. Like, no one said that that they're going to win the World Series. We're just saying, like, this is pretty wild. Like, through 77 games at that point.
It's a great time to be a Phillies fan.
Here's where your stats are.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, why don't you just enjoy the ride?
That's
Like-
the thing.
Like, you have 4 months left before playoff time. Enjoy the ride.
Like, what is the point of a regular season if you can't enjoy it? You might as well just go
These
right to
people,
the playoffs.
I swear, like
Why do you even why are you a fan if you're like you just wait and
just
wake me up?
hibernate.
Like
yeah, just hibernate until October, and they go, oh, now I'll start caring. I don't understand that. Like,
right.
enjoy
Like,
the
I'm
ride.
not
This
saying-
is fun, man.
I'm not saying like during the regular season, I'm not gonna watch every game. I'm just
Right.
not.
And there's
But-
games you watch, you're like,
Right.
Now you just poured out of your fucking mind.
Right. But during the playoffs, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that I'm not checking to see if they won every game or checking to see what's going on. Like, you got to enjoy the ride. If you're not going to enjoy the ride, what's the point?
You're a fan.
Yeah. Mark says that Nick has great hair. He does. He has really pretty hair.
Yeah.
And now he likes doves.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Top 5 attendance. Dodgers.
He's got that grab your hair and suck a cock hair.
Dodgers, Yankees, Phillies, Padres, and Atlanta.
Atlanta finally has got
top
fans.
5 attendance.
Surprised Atlanta has fans.
Yeah, I know, really.
And the Padres suck right now.
Yeah.
What about the Rangers and Diamondbacks who went into the World Series together?
Man, did we dodge a bullet with Manny Machado?
I know, man. Yeah, they did. They made. Remember when he came here and what was it? Clintack met him at the door and all that stuff. Thank God they didn't sign him, man.
Fans were out there yelling, "Sign with the Phillies."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted a shortstop that can hit the ball, or third baseman, I guess, at that point, right? He moved from short to third. Yeah, that worked out.
Yep,
that worked out. So,
all right. Yeah, I mean Harper has been as advertised. I mean Harper is.
He's been. Yeah, I mean he's MVP and took him to the World Series. Almost took him to another one.
He's the leader.
He's in the race again this year. Like
when you think of all things considered, tools, leadership, personality, fit with the city, is there a better player in baseball? Like with all the intangibles, like you could probably say that Ohtani's a better player. You could say that Trout at one point was better. Like you could say that Judge might be better, but
he just fits the Philadelphia mold.
When you put everything in, is there somebody that's better for any city?
No, because even someone like Trout, right, who is a great player, has decent personality, but I don't know, like Anaheim is just, it's not the same kind of sports city, and that's why I can't say that.
Right, and he never really had a whole lot of playoff success. I know that Harper's only had 2 years in the playoffs now. I mean, hopefully it'll be the third this year, but likely it'll be the third this year. But I can't think of anyone that.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. It's a great show.
Guys. Maybe somebody on Houston, maybe Altuve or like the.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's
Verlander. Although Verlander didn't play. Verlander was in Detroit for I don't know.
Yeah, I can't go there either.
He's a ball bag.
I don't know if there's another one all around. Those tools, the leadership, and has the city behind you as much as Bryce Harper does.
Because he not only performs, he plays, but he's entertaining the fans.
Yeah, I don't
everywhere he is, he's entertaining the fans.
I don't think there's another. Because Ohtani is great as a player. He's probably the best player in baseball.
Well, it's his first year with the Dodgers.
He doesn't have that leadership. He can't speak English.
Right.
Like, no offense, he can't speak English.
Yeah.
So they're not listening. What's in the corners? They're like, oh, okay. He's.
Get him an egg roll.
It's like you're talking. Thank you. It's like you're talking backwards. It's like fucking playing the Beatles backwards. Repose dead. That's like Kawasaki! Hibachi!
Banzai!
Banzai!
Like Piston Honda? Piston Honda said Banzai.
Banzai! Dude, remember that? The Banzai thing?
Oh, yeah.
We were
at the bar.
Yeah.
Banzai!
Dude, why? For somebody to make him upset.
Yesterday?
No, this was years ago. We were at the bar and
we're at
talking about some girl. We're talking about her butthole and said looks like a bonsai tree. Like what? I have no fucking.
What the fuck is a bonsai tree?
It's a fat chick. And
Yeah.
somebody said something. The other, because we were with the guys from 4th and go.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
And the guy we were with, he's like, well, maybe I feel like pork tonight.
It must be patty wax then.
Yes.
It was patio wax, yeah.
Yes.
But why? I don't remember why.
I don't know.
Why bonsai? Like, what did that have to do with a fact? You fat chick, get over here.
Brian even parked the car. We were leaving, parked the car. And I ran back in and said, Bonsai!
Right there. We'll be right there. Don't stop.
That was great.
Don't stop. Oh, yeah. Stop.
Jesus.
We're gonna do a read after this.
Oh man. Oh God. Bonsai. Did I don't under like I have no I don't know. I don't remember. That was funny though. Like every time I hear bonsai, I think of that night. Screaming bonsai at the fat girl for no reason. No reason whatsoever.
And she had no idea.
Bonsai.
Well, I'm glad she doesn't have any idea,
They left.
asshole.
They left and they came back in and yelled bonsai and left again.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like Jesus. All right. So, guys, just 1 second before we continue on with our quote-unquote sports show. And by the way, if we have, I thought we had a couple new listeners tonight that I met on the golf course today. So if they are listening, yeah, you're getting a banner show here. I told them though, it's sports oriented.
And this is pretty tame.
This is a laid back show. What do you mean a banner show?
You know, because we're still off the rails. Like, we're still going here and there.
This is the most tame show we've had in months.
Think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
All right.
It's just that you're sober, so you're not thinking about it as bad.
Yeah, it might be true. That last show we did, ooh, I don't even remember half the night.
Yes, I remember.
Just fucking spilled the beer all over the place, and yeah.
Yeah, you spilled the beer and you didn't even get angry. I'm like, he must be really bad if he spilled the beer and
all
he's not
over the
even mad about
laptop,
it.
and I'm like,
Oh, well.
give me some paper towels.
I was like, this place is gonna reek, and Sean's just like sitting there, like, yeah.
I came
I'm
down
like, ooh.
that next morning. I came downstairs. Yeah, it reeked. And beer, there was dried, sticky beer all over the bar, and yeah, it was bad. All right, so before we continue on, I just wanted to let you guys know about a situation here. So Jason Ratner is a father of 2 young boys and a little girl. He's also the husband to a lovely wife, and Jason is also in need of a new kidney. He is living with a rare disease called amyloidosis. Following countless trips to the ER and scary moments, including one night where he needed to be revived. Jason and his family are happy to announce that he is in remission from that condition. However, he has another hurdle in front of him, and he is now in need of a kidney transplant.
Shit.
If you or someone you know may be interested in helping Jason's cause, head over to nkr.org to see if you meet the required qualifications to donate. To learn more about Jason's story, we have a direct link on our social media accounts. So if you go on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, there's a post we've been putting on pretty regularly. Been sharing it. Thanks, Dave. Dave says to keep sharing this. And anybody who sees it, even if you can't help, just share it. But anyway, just check out the socials. You'll see the story and you'll see the direct link to Jason's story. But also, if you're able and willing and you can help save Jason's life, so his young children can have their dad around for quite a while longer. So again, please check out the post on our socials for more information, and at the very least, share that post to get the word out. So again, I know it's a big ask. You know, my mom actually donated her kidney to her sister, my aunt. You know, it wasn't easy. My mom still has she still feels it sometimes. But you're saving someone's life, and it's a big sacrifice you make, but you can save a life. So it's an important one. So yeah, check it out. Jason Ratner's story. It's at our on our socials, and thank you very much. So
Well done, bro.
thanks. All right. So we got some Flyers news, and this is huge.
Who's next to Amy?
I've seen her before. I don't know her. I forget her name.
Okay.
I forget her name, man. Not bad. All right. So after months of speculation, the rumors are true. It's happening. The Flyers' early draft pick of last year, Mitchkov, is coming over. And this became official when Danny Briere, of course, who is the Flyers, is he GM? No, right? He's not the president. He's the GM, right? Philadelphia Flyers were informed earlier today of Matave Mishkov's release from the KHL contract with the SKA Hockey Club. We are certainly excited to learn of this news, and we look forward to reconnecting with his representatives in the next couple of days. Additionally, we are appreciative of SKA St. Petersburg for allowing Mishkov to pursue his dream of playing in the NHL. So obviously, I mean, the day he was drafted, he was all about coming to Philly, which I thought was really awesome.
Yeah.
He obviously was pretty excited, and he
Did you hear a little bit about why they granted him the ability to come over?
No.
His father passed away last year, so out of like it was like compassionate release from the KHL, they're calling it, so that he could pursue his dream of being in the NHL due to the fact that his father passed away.
Wow.
But that's why other teams passed on him, because they were worried about the KHL issue.
Right.
I thought I heard. I thought I got some audio about that.
You know what happens if you do another turn in the joint? Fuck your father in the shower and then have a snack. You're going to charge me, dickhead?
It was something like that in Russia. It was some kind of conversation like that in the office.
Okay.
Yeah. Peterson said, I only have one kidney left. I lost my left one in 2010, or I would donate. Damn, dude. Where'd you lose it? It's something hard to lose, isn't it? Put an alarm on or something on that?
Fucking Sean.
What the fuck, Sean?
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah. But dude, this is exciting news for the Flyers, man. This is you're getting this kid who, the reason why he fell to the Flyers is because he wasn't coming over right away.
Right.
Otherwise, he probably would have been two behind Bedard. It would have been Bedard and then him.
Right.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it speeds up the timeline a little bit.
Yeah. They're saying that he's the Flyers top ranked prospect since Eric Lindros.
For the Flyers.
Yep. Since Lindros, he's the top prospect.
I mean,
that's
who else? They had Sharp, I guess, was up there. They had
Sharp, Carter, Richards, Gagne.
Simon
Gagne was a high draft
JVR pick. Was second.
JVR, Nolan Patrick.
Yeah, that was the other one.
And I don't know, I guess I can't put what's his face in that.
Provorov?
No. Best in the world.
Connect me.
He was a 20th rounder. So like he was going to be like a nice player, they thought, but not as high as guys like what we just named.
Yeah, I know we're putting too much pressure. He's could possibly be the generational player that we've been waiting for, that we haven't had. Giroux was probably.
Giroux's another one.
Giroux's a complimentary player.
Yeah, when Giroux was drafted, it was like, oh, he could be a nice player. He wasn't, because the Flyers were still a decent team at that time, so it wasn't like they were drafting early in these drafts. So like, for a long time, right? And that's probably a part of the reason why we haven't had a prospect that has had the fans this excited since then, because the Flyers were for a long time consistently a playoff team.
Yeah, but they've now had the past 8 to 10 years, they've been bad enough to draft pretty low.
At times. They've still been in playoffs quite a few times.
Poor management.
I mean, there's been a couple years here and there where they didn't make the playoffs. Now, before this stretch here, you're in 2 or 3 years now. Because you were in 2020, you were the top ranked team in the playoffs.
Right, but I thought that there was like 2 or 3 years before that where they weren't.
There was
good.
like another 2 years, and then
So I mean, in the last 6 years, I think they made the playoffs once, right? Something like that. Yeah.
So this is definitely a gap here. So yeah, you're right. I mean, in that time frame, you should have had a chance. They never had but they were never drafting that early. I don't know if the Flyers had a top. They didn't have a top 5 pick in that time. Maybe once. Maybe I don't even know if they even had that. I think they were picking like 8th, 9th.
Well, when they drafted Patrick, he was 2, right?
Patrick was 2. Yeah. That was what 2017, something like that.
Right, and I guess the lowest that they picked after that was somewhere around like that 7 with was that Provorov or something?
Yeah, that draft. Yeah.
Nolan Patrick don't even play hockey anymore.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Provorov and Konecny were the same draft, weren't they? Was that the year they traded? That was 2016. 2016.
Is that long ago?
Yeah. Yep.
Shit.
I'm still wondering, like, that Provorov is still kind of a head scratcher for me.
By the way, Peterson said he left his kidney at a bar in Frankfurt and someone took it home.
What happens?
And then Jay Parr said he is a spy. I'm trying to remember what we were talking about. He's a spy. Is he talking about Mishkov? He might be talking about Mishkov.
Sounds about right.
It's a Russian spy.
Works for the KGB.
Yep. But yeah, man, I was thrilled to see that.
That's
news.
awesome. Do you think that changes anything that they do now?
I think it changes things for the Flyers front office in a good way. I think having him coming over,
They have to start the clock a little sooner, don't they?
yeah, I think it has to. I think
I mean, they could trade a player to now that they didn't want to trade before.
I don't know if you saw they're buying out Cam Atkinson.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, they're buying his contract out, so he's gone.
Is that good or bad or?
That doesn't
He
hurt either
hasn't
way.
really been. Yeah, he's been available. He's been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
He underwhelmed. He's a good player, man. He was
always hurt.
Yeah, he's
Always
hurt.
hurt.
He's just can't be.
Story of the Flyers fucking life.
Yeah, I know. Well, who was the other one? Ellis. Oh, not Ellis. Yeah, the defenseman.
Yeah, he's still under contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably never
He
played.
didn't play since he
Fucking
got
Not
here.
a single game.
Not
He
one
was the
game.
one that was like a big, like he was supposed to.
He played. His first year he did. He played a couple games and then he got hurt.
That was it.
That was it. I'll wait for our next topic because I want to bring on another defenseman because we were talking about Ellis.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of when the Flyers were in a sweepstakes for another defenseman. You know what? I'll just go to it. They were in the sweepstakes for Shea Weber. Remember that?
That's right.
Remember? And they were going to sign him.
They signed him to an offer sheet, and they never expected the Wild to match it, and the Wild matched it.
Wild matched it, and they lost Shea Weber.
They had no idea. There was
that.
no chance. Like we thought that there was no way that Wild even had a chance to do it, and they did it.
Shea Weber is now going to the Hockey Hall of Fame. He's been inducted to the Hall of Fame. And
remember, Wild traded him. You know what they traded him for?
they traded him to Nashville, right?
I don't remember who they traded him to, but I remember they traded him for
I don't remember.
God,
another
that was
defenseman,
so long ago.
another good defenseman, probably Hall of Fame defenseman. Crazy, superstar for superstar trade.
It wasn't Chara.
No,
I don't know.
PK Subban.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah. I do remember that. Yeah,
That would be Montreal. Did he play for Montreal?
Subban did play for Montreal. Yeah. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, dude. Great defenseman, man. And it's a shame because then you wouldn't have had a guy. Well, maybe by then.
You're right. It wasn't the Wild. It was Nashville that
It was Nashville, yeah.
Weber played for Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah, Nashville signed that or matched that. Man, I remember where I was when I heard that they matched it.
What the fuck?
Man, I thought they had a chance.
Yeah.
I just can't believe he's inducted already. I think he last played in 20. I thought he last played in like 2019 or 2020. I thought that's not that long.
And he got in already.
And he's inducted.
Huh.
Also inducted, Jeremy Roenick going to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
He seems like he's been out for longer than.
Oh, he's been out for a while.
Yeah. I can't believe he wasn't a first ballot.
People are up in arms about saying he didn't deserve it.
Really?
Yeah. He's the third highest.
Come on,
American in points. Like he's had the third most points for American hockey players.
Huh.
and a butt ton of assists as well.
And yet he doesn't deserve to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Okay. Oh, all right.
Who are you?
What happened?
Right
He
there.
said butt ton.
Yeah, he's
Button
Button.
assist.
Button.
Button.
Sure you can't wait, you fuckhead.
Mike.
What is butt ton?
Mike was like,
Like,
It's a whole lot, Mike. It means a whole lot.
I'm expecting like something a lot more vulgar from you than butt ton.
I'm sorry, Mike.
I know you should be sorry.
I don't mean to.
I don't know who you are anymore.
Mike's expecting something along the lines of,
What a fucking jitbag.
Yes, a jit bag worth of assist or something. Like, what the hell's a butt ton?
what was this one? I remember this one. What was this?
Somebody go call Gary and bring him over here.
You feel the pressure. You've got to come inside that guy, and if the guy's going to reach, he's going to go through your body.
God.
What the fuck?
I couldn't remember what that sound clip was. I'm like, what is that?
You got to come inside that
What
guy.
the fuck? Let me listen to it one more time. This dude, he was mid-sentence and he went, fuck.
You feel the pressure. You've got to come inside that guy, and if the guy's going to reach, he's going to go through your body.
God damn.
Like he leaned into it and then it's like, fuck it, I'm
Yeah,
screwed
I know.
now. Let me go the rest of the way.
I'll just keep going.
He sounds like that guy that does the sports thing and says, "Oh my God, hit him right in the cock."
Oh yeah, dude, that guy's funny as hell.
I forget his name.
Are you guys ready? I don't think he's listening, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, because you're good now, Mike. You do it.
So Jason Mays,
Yeah.
he's in Pittsburgh, right? Decided to play a little golf, a little 18 holes today, right? Paired up randomly with someone.
I'm assuming it's a famous
Mario Lemieux.
No, not quite. That's a little too far, but
okay.
Like you're never gonna get it. But
I was gonna. All right, what sport? I was thinking hockey.
Football.
Levon Kirkland.
No.
Cordell Stewart.
The bus.
No. I guess you guys don't know.
Is he someone who's still playing?
No.
He's not playing.
Terry Bradshaw.
All right, here I'll give you a hint.
Franco Harris.
Former Super Bowl
I went
MVP.
Levon Kirkland.
Former Super Bowl MVP.
Ron Woodson?
No.
Or not Woodson.
Lynn Swan.
No.
Not playing anymore. First. Roethlisberger?
No.
Oh.
Santonio Holmes.
Really?
Yeah, he paired up with Santonio Holmes.
Did he know it was
golfing.
him as soon as he saw him? So I wouldn't know what fucking Santonio Holmes looks like off his.
I don't know. I mean, obviously he knew him. I mean, he grew up in Pittsburgh. He's a Steelers fan.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
He whooped his ass too.
Jason whooped his ass. Jason's a pretty good golfer. I saw his because we're both on the one app.
Yeah.
I saw his handicap. I'm like, he's a pretty good golfer. Yeah.
Yeah. He Santonio Holmes shot pretty well.
Yeah.
Shot an 88.
That's what I shot today.
Yeah.
88. Yeah.
Jay had his best ever.
No way. What do you shoot? I'm gonna say 79.
Better.
Jesus, 75?
74.
Damn, dude, 2 over fucking par. Well,
2 or 3,
you
whatever.
think,
Yeah.
Damn, good for him, man.
Yeah. I thought that was a pretty
Wow.
interesting story. I was like, yeah, I'm going to bring it up on a podcast.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Good for you, Jason. I know you're probably not listening right now. You're in Pittsburgh, but dude, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him, man. Santonio Holmes, too. What fucking that catch in the Super Bowl against Arizona.
Yeah.
It was one of the best catches in a Super Bowl ever, man.
The catch part too, yeah.
Yeah, right on the end of the corner of the end zone there. Wow. That's pretty cool.
I should, I got to text him. I said, I got to say, send a picture. It's not real.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Come on. I hope you got a picture with him.
I hope so too.
Oh, that's so cool. So he's just randomly out there, and then I'm gonna go play golf.
He took a half day from his house in Conshohocken and drove to Pittsburgh to golf.
Really?
Or something.
What,
yeah.
today?
Yeah. Or maybe he works remote, so he probably was already in Pittsburgh.
I was gonna say that's a 5-hour trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't work till 11, and driving out 5 hours, and then playing
Yeah.
golf at 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
6 o'clock. That's pretty cool, man.
That's a cool city, though.
It is cool city.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
All right. So last week, when I was in Disney, my young ones were afraid. We went on the Pirates of the Caribbean. At one point, it's like one of those ride-alongs. You're in a car,
And it shifted or something,
but like
right?
it gets dark, and you go down a hill. And that was it. They started screaming and
Ruined the ride for him.
My daughter just lost it, and my son was fine, but my daughter was like, I don't like
Get
that.
me off this.
Yeah. So what did we do? The next ride, we go in the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, she went on that?
Yeah, she was not happy. That was pretty much it for her. She went on like the teacups, and then she went on like some other ride. And that was it. Like she went on little kid rides.
She's like,
she was done with the other ones. So it made me think like, about things when you're a kid, like what you were afraid of.
Yeah.
I
got to go on.
Yes.
I don't remember it, unfortunately, that much, but are we ready to do it now? Or
yeah, go for it. Yeah, things you were afraid of when you were a kid, and the listeners, you guys are listening, man. Please shoot them in.
So, the one's an easy one that everybody knows about. Still afraid of it. And surprisingly, my daughter had one around her neck. Snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you don't mind a cock.
Well,
The
difference is the tongue. It's the tongue. It's all about the tongue.
You are bags.
Jesus Christ.
No, but the other one that was interesting, and I don't remember I should have asked my dad. I was out with him tonight. I should have asked him about it. It was around the campfire in the Poconos when I was young. They made up some story of the one-eyed owl.
What?
Yeah. The scary one-eyed owl. And I don't remember a thing that they told me about this thing, but I remember the one-eyed owl. And I just remember them telling me about it and me being like, that's not real. And then I'd ask questions about it. And off the top of their head, they would just come up with the stupidest bullshit
funny.
ever. And it was like 5 fucking asshole adults sitting around with me and me just sitting there and like, well, what did he do it this time? They're like, oh.
they're like, who?
Yeah. I was like, did you hear that? Did you hear? I'm like, hear what?
And then his uncle's like, I'll show you the one-eyed owl coming behind the shed.
See, why you got to go there?
I didn't tell you.
Christ, 2 cock jokes in both of my fucking, fuck you.
I'm sorry, Mike.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
He's not.
I'm not. I'm laughing.
He's fucking sober too. Fuck you.
The one-eyed wonder owl. One-eyed wonder owl.
This is why I don't tell you guys things.
Yeah, this is why we don't do this.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Do you have one?
Escalators.
Yeah.
Scared the piss out of me when I was a kid.
Daughter was afraid to go on one in the airport. We had to take the elevator because she wanted to take the escalator.
Oh wow!
So why? Like, what was it about the escalator?
Well,
You thought it would suck you in?
Teeth.
They're moving steps, and the teeth. I thought it would grab me and suck me in.
Yeah.
My dad would laugh. He said, "Come on, drag me on the fucking thing. You'll be fine. Get on it." No, I'm scared. I'll take the steps.
Yeah. One of mine was quicksand. Because, when you're a kid, like, fucking, like, I used to watch the Batman show, right? There was one, like, I never forget, King Tut trapped him in quicksand. Fucking Knight Rider got stuck in quicksand. Like, all these shows, like that kind of thing. There was another one, too. There was, like, I remember Knight Rider, like, they had to tow it out, and they had to wash it off. It was covered in quicksand. I remember, no, Knight Rider, whatever the car is, and the kid.
It's so funny because, like,
I'm sorry.
You heard about quicksand as a kid. You don't even hear about us in the world anymore.
What the fuck? You don't. I've never came across quicksand in my life.
Yeah, I don't even know where it exists. Yeah,
afraid to death of it. Like fucking quicksand. Quicksand was like the worst thing in the world for a long time. It was like the 80s. Like they had nothing else. But although Batman was 60s, but like those 80s shows, like they're throwing quicksand everywhere at you.
Yeah.
What was the Never Ending Story? Was that quick? Yeah, Never Ending Story had quicksand in it too. And Super Mario World or Mario Brothers 2, Part 2. Yeah, you go down to quicksand and then little things, the monsters.
Oh yeah,
digging and stuff. Yeah, quicksand kills you in those games too. Fucking quicksand.
I never ever came across it.
No,
Never.
never. Dave,
I don't even know if there's any in like anywhere in the United States.
Dave Peterson had open bodies of water and caves. That's interesting. So Dave, like, how about now? Like, would you go into the ocean now? And it's interesting because you say caves, because I'm good. Like, I don't. Not that I'm afraid. Like, nah, I'm not. I don't think I'm claustrophobic.
Like, why do I need to go in there?
But I don't.
Like, I'm not going in there.
I am kind of weird with closed spaces, though.
But I mean, okay, so like you wouldn't explore a cave that like
He won't do it. He won't go in the ocean. He said.
Oh,
Yeah, he's still wow.
so like caves though, like if there's like a cave exploration.
I've been to one. I did one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine. There was water in it and stuff. It was pretty neat. Yeah, I think I'm good on that.
Sean's still afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with no ladder.
Nah, I'm good on heights.
Nah, I mean, like in buildings and stuff, we went up like the Sears Tower in Chicago, and Sean was like,
Yeah, but
I don't like it up here.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, but why? The skywalk, the fucking clear thing. You're outside of the building, standing on a piece of plastic, looking down at 110 stories. Yeah, I was good on that. I got a picture on it. And I jumped off the fucking thing. Meanwhile, there's little kids laying on it. Look, take a picture, make it look like I'm falling. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. The picture.
I was like, you pussy.
The picture and then that's what it was. He was out there, get out of here. And then everyone's on, come on. Right. And he's like, dude, you're only here once. I'm like, you know what? You're fucking right. I'm only here once. And I jumped on, selfie. Dude, you can see the fear in my face. Like, and then it jumped off. Like, and that was it. That was the end of that. Fuck that. Fuck the heights.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm like the Iron Sheik. Fuck the Hulk Hogan. Fuck the heights. What? You have another one?
But if it was 20 stories, would it matter? You're gonna fucking die either way.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, probably.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but at least 110, you'd be like unconscious. Like you
Exactly. You're probably better off.
Yeah, pass out before you go splat.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was all I have. I actually wasn't. I'm actually not afraid of that many things like carnival rides and shit. I went on everything.
Yeah. Nah, that shit don't.
I was like,
I'll go on roller coasters. Shit. Like, Ferris wheel. I'll do the Ferris wheel. Even the heights thing, I'll still do a Ferris wheel.
right. I mean, I'll do anything that goes upside down and shit. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I always thought I'm like, these rides are like tested to be made, and I was like, and if I'm the one in a billion people that it happens to, well, I guess it was my fucking time. Oh well.
Take a plane, right? Ride a plane.
Yeah.
You have another one?
No upside down rides. No.
No. You won't do loop de loops? No.
See, I'm fine with that.
What is it? Oh, wow, dude. So that's wild. So Dave Peterson said I have panic attacks when they do the Lehigh Tunnel.
Oh.
My aunt, same thing. She hates tunnel. There's something about tunnels that freaks her out. Dude,
I know people that hate bridges.
Dude, yeah.
That's my daughter.
Dude, the Chesapeake. So Dave, have you ever done the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel? So it's in Virginia.
I've never done that.
You're entering Virginia Beach. It's a bridge, and it goes underwater,
And then it goes out.
and it comes back up, and
I
does it
wanted,
again.
I wanted to go on that bridge so much. Like,
It's
I've never
pretty cool.
it's
Doesn't
just
the 95
that's a
loop
bucket list.
and Maryland do that too? Goes under the bay.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
That's
does.
the one that bothers me.
He said he won't do the Baltimore Tunnel or the New York tunnels. No way.
Uh-uh.
My aunt was the same way. We were going to Florida, and she was losing her mind. I'm like, close your eyes. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, my son's like asking questions. Like, well, how do they get lights under here? And he's asking. I was like, people probably die making this tunnel. Like when they did the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, several people died making that thing.
Probably.
Thing's like fucking 7 miles long, man. That tunnel. That's crazy.
Just a little bit of weakness, and that thing's going to collapse.
Done.
Yep.
Done.
Man,
Yeah.
Just hope that you're not there when it happens.
Yeah, cave in.
Come on, how many what are the odds of you being the one that's on?
All right.
I have two more that I wrote down.
Yeah, see that Baltimore one? That
Yeah.
No.
I have two more. So the other one was
I'll go 5 miles out of the way.
the other one was death. I was so scared of the whole thought of death when I was a kid. like I didn't like everything to be final. Like, and I was worried about like, I don't know. It was crazy. I don't know why. I was obsessed. Like, it's such a weird childhood, man.
Slasher movies.
Bruce Lee, right? Like, you get the little dandelions of the little. You make your wish. My wish was to bring Bruce Lee back from the dead. That was my wish as a kid. Bruce Lee was dead fucking 7 years before I was born. Yeah, and that whole thing, like, it was stuck in my head. Like, death scared the shit out of me. I don't know why. Now I'm like, I mean, not that I don't welcome it or nothing, but I'm like, I'm not afraid of it.
You're not obsessed with.
If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. That's what I think it is. I think it's close your eyes. That's what you see. That's it. That's what I think.
Yeah, there's no afterlife.
I mean, who knows? But I don't think. And then my other one was that I would never see a fucking Philadelphia sports team win a championship. That was another fear I had as a kid because you're playing video games. Like, I guess is the closest I'll ever see. Because the Phillies lost, the Flyers couldn't win, the Sixers sucked, they still do, and the Eagles looked hopeless. And we have two.
Still not great. But...
Yeah, two in 40 years. It's
better than nothing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey, we got to experience the Phillies and the Jesus Christ, the Phillies and the Eagles. Maybe name every other fucking team, and I'll finally get to the ones that won it.
You should have about 6. So.
We really should.
By law of averages, we should have about 6.
Fucking Boston just won another one, for Christ's sake.
Fuck.
There's not many teams with 4 teams. There's not many cities with 4 teams.
I do think we'll see another one from either the Phillies or the Eagles
soon.
Yeah,
I would think so.
I think we're going to see several in our lifetime, but I think soon we're going to have another.
What do you say? Several.
I think several.
4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 or 5 in our lifetime. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you never know.
I guess another 40 years. I mean, that's You would hope.
I got about 20.
Maybe about 20. I think 4 and 20, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a tear. We'll see the Flyers win one. We'll see the
Flyers.
Yeah, the Flyers win a cup. Sixers aren't winning anything. Sixers are going to be the fucking laughing stock of the NBA forever now.
Yes.
Well, you know.
Oh wow, you're.
It's a good segue. Segging the way over. Yeah, the Sixers take. I forget his fucking name now. God damn it! All right, Sixers had a draft last night or 2 nights ago. They drafted 16th. I wouldn't connect. Dalton Connect. He was sitting there. He's 23 years old. Can shoot the 3.
Oh, my fucking phone's going up.
The Sixers passed on him, and instead,
I got it.
Yeah,
They took Jared McCain.
Thank you. Damn, his name is completely slipped my mind.
So yeah, I mean, I did a lot. Like, I woke up the next day and I read up on all the draft grades and everything else. And just, like, one of the Jared McCain averaged probably a B plus A minus grade.
Okay.
Dalton Connect ended up with an A plus grade. Dalton Connect went right after him.
Yep.
I still think Dalton Connect was the right pick.
Yeah.
But Morey had his heart set on Jared McCain.
Oh, excuse me.
Something about the fact that he was good defensively, I guess.
Which they need perimeter defense.
Right.
That's important. That is something not to
He's
be overlooked.
younger.
And I
Connect
do yeah, he's
23.
Younger. And I do think he's going to be a better defender than Connect will be.
Right. But Connect was offensively
he scored fucking 20 something.
Yeah.
Points a game. Like
the only thing is the Connect is maybe at his ceiling where this kid can get better, I guess. But I would have went with Connect.
The other thing too that I think is pretty cool is that he does have a personality.
Right.
Him and Maxey playing in the backcourt it could be fun.
Yeah.
Like having them two together.
Now it's gonna be tough to have both of them play at the same time.
Yeah. Well, well, yeah, you can't have him. You can't have McCain be a point guard, right? A rookie point guard.
Well, even so, I mean,
Because
even if
I
Maxi's
think
a point guard,
because I think the move is to put Maxey off ball.
right? But the fact is, both are 6'2". You can't have two 6'2" players out on the court at the same time.
Yeah,
it's going to be tough.
So that makes the pick even.
Unless Lowry, well, Lowry's not tall, and him and whatchamacallit, Maxey played well together. They're probably going to re-sign Lowry. I mean, McCain's not starting this year.
No, he won't be. Well,
they're probably going to re-sign.
It depends what else they do.
They're probably going to re-sign Lowry, and they're going to have Lowry. And
you think Lowry gets re-signed? You think he stays here?
I do.
I would like to see them. Other players they have, well, they don't have anybody. It's Maxey and Embiid and now McCain.
Right.
Who would you like to see them retain?
I'd like Lowry.
I want Buddy Hield back.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I think Buddy Hield coming to a new team, all that. I think that all plays a factor.
I wouldn't mind seeing Batum, and I wouldn't mind seeing Oubre.
Oh, dude, Oubre's got to come back. Oubre has to come back. You cannot let him go, but he might go for a lot of money.
Right.
So that might hurt them. But yeah, if you can, you got to resign. Got to resign Oubre. Yeah, Batum was a nice player for them. I'd be fine with that too. You kind of need that. That's
kind of glue, kind of not filling up the stat sheet, but could pass and could defend and
yeah. And I think I'd be okay if they re-signed Lowry. Anyone else I think can go. I B-ball Paul, I'm good. Like I'm kind of tired of him.
Yeah. If he comes back, I'm like, okay. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
If they try and bring him back as like the backup center again, as like that's their guy, now I'm kind of like, are you serious?
Phil said, great. The 5 minutes I got to catch you guys. It's live. It's Sixers bullshit. I love how you guys long and look into each other's eyes. Thanks, Phil. We appreciate it. Dude, I gotta tell you, that's time because we haven't talked any basketball. We're just covering the draft real quick and we'll move on. We are going to move on. We got other stuff to get to.
That's right. I guess we should talk about the other pick that they made too.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was at the show. I was at a show last night, so I missed. So I even missed Bronny James getting drafted by the Lakers, which.
Yeah, whatever.
That whole thing, that circus in LA. So just before you bring that up, the next day, I'm watching SportsCenter, and they're going through the top 5 picks and all that, and then they go through notable picks. They immediately go to Connect. They're immediately talking about how great of a pick it was for the Lakers, this and that, blah, blah. They skip over the Sixers, they skip over a couple, and they name a few more players. I'm like, that right there tells me that, maybe this kid isn't going to, I don't know.
No, I mean, for the most part, I seen everyone think that it was a solid pick.
Okay.
Most people would have said that Connect was a better pick, but there wasn't a whole lot of people I've seen a lot of like pre-mock drafts have them take him.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a pick that blew me away, but it's not a pick that I'm pissed off about.
Yeah, I'm not pissed about it. I do have to say, like, people are a little upset about him being a little flamboyant, I guess is the word. He paints his fingernails and he does TikTok videos and he has like almost 3 million subscribers. He does these little dances, whatever. So people are upset about it. Look, I'm just gonna say this:
if the guy can play ball,
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't, like you just said. If he can play ball, that's all that matters. Who cares? Like, and the dude has a lot of personality. You know, what he has sexual, I don't know, and he might not be. Even if he was, I don't give a shit.
Can he play ball?
People get fucking
because look, he does
caught
that
up in that stuff.
He does that instead of plays Fortnite. or whatever the fuck, like whatever the fucking Call of Duty or whatever, like everybody, all the other
Like
guys
Ben
do.
Simmons, yeah.
Yeah, like if that's what they do on their off time, then
People are upset over running out of napkins. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, people get upset about everything. That's basically what Phil's saying.
Yeah.
And he's right. Yeah. But yeah, so who was the other player?
Adem
Haziz.
Adem
Adem
Bona.
Adem
Bona,
Boner.
who is, I think he's in Nigeria.
Adem Boner.
I think he's from Nigeria. Played for UCLA. 6'8". I think he has like a 7'3" wingspan. Listed as like a center / power forward. Real high energy guy. You know, jumps, blocks a lot of shots. Like fouls a lot. Kind of reminds 6'8".
6'8". So
yeah, so he's not. He was listed as a center for them. 7'3" wingspan helps. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Paul Reed or whatever the hell the other guy that they had was.
Yeah.
Fouls a lot, high energy, like
yeah.
Probably a reincarnation of Paul Reed, but you know, at least now he's cheaper and
I can't speak
controlled
English.
it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Looks up to Joel Embiid. They
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of have, you know, they both, you know, came over from Africa, so you know.
Okay.
No, he's a second round pick. Maybe
not many of them hit.
Yeah,
but-
I think he was ranked somewhere in like the 36th, 37th,
So he was a-
38th.
he was a
like he was.
fringe.
Well, I mean, yeah, 38th player. They drafted him 41. So I mean, right around that, you know, right around where he was expected to get drafted.
It's almost like the Sixers drafted for need. But
how can they
not best player? Even though they need, like, I think they have an idea who they were going to resign and all that. So thinking that this team is, you know, built in Morey's head for the most part, like I think he knows what positions of players he wants to go after.
Could be.
But instead of drafting, like, I don't know, maybe I have this all wrong. I don't know. Like I feel like that was a pick that they got to replace a Paul Reed.
Could be.
Rather than just pick the best player available, unless he was the best player available. But
I mean, again, in the second round, it's a crapshoot.
that's
Like
what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
36th, 38th pick, like 38th ranked player at 41. Like, I don't know. In the second round, I'm not expecting a lot, and I'm like, oh my god, they could have had this guy. Like who, you know, if they got Flapowski from Duke,
who was sitting there for a while. Yeah.
yeah. Well, he went second in the
He
second
went second
round.
in the second round. Okay.
So if they like passed on him, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Or if they had a chance to trade up for him. But you know, aside from that, I didn't give a shit what they
Yeah.
did in the second round.
Phil says Boner blocks another one. Okay.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The free agency is coming up for the
Sunday,
NBA.
I think it
Yeah,
starts.
so this is a big. This might be. I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying this. This could be the biggest offseason in our lifetime for the Sixers. You don't think so?
It could be, but you could have said the same thing about the year that they re-signed Tobias and got Horford.
Yeah, that one's actually pretty big. Yeah, but I think this one is going to define this entire era, the Embiid era.
I understand, but 3 years ago when they had Embiid and Ben Simmons, you thought that was going to define the era. You thought Ben Simmons was was a super, like, you thought Tobias Harris was a superstar or like an all-star in the make. Like you, like it's easy to say it now that shit the bed and we had to wait 5 years to recover from that. It becomes the biggest, but at the time, that seems like it was bigger.
All right, it's the second biggest then. Second biggest.
Second biggest.
Second. Okay. I don't know if Gary left or what. I don't know.
He's not drinking, so he didn't call an Uber or pass out.
Yeah, that's true. He just fucking left. No, he's still here. All right. I just want to recap real quick. The NHL Stanley Cup Finals were fucking awesome.
I did watch that I watched Game 7.
Yeah. That was awesome. Florida outlasts Edmonton. They had a 3-0 lead in the series. Edmonton comes firing back.
And like dominated those 3 games too.
Yeah.
Like Florida like hung on with Bobrovsky playing out of his mind. Bobrovsky basically saved them or like won them the 3 games.
Yep.
Then Edmonton came back and whooped their ass.
Yep.
And then Game 7, I don't think Bobrovsky won that game for them. I don't think
he had some big saves late, like real late. Edmonton was firing everything they could at him. And
but it didn't he didn't stand on his head that game.
No, he didn't need to. They were blocking a lot of shots. That defense was suffocating them. There was a couple. Actually, there was one. McDavid got stuffed on a big one.
Right.
So that was a big save by Bob. But
that kid's something special, McDavid.
Yes, he is, dude. And turns out he was hurt. He was playing hurt.
Wow.
He revealed after the series, like a torn abdomen or something, like something serious.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think
hockey players are different, man.
Yeah,
that's the one shame of it. Like McDavid's probably been in the league almost 10 years now. It's kind of
no, not that long. I don't think
7, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he's been in that long,
but if he's been there 7 years, he's somebody that deserves one.
Yeah.
I mean, so did Bob, but
he's 27 years old, 2015. So shit, 9 years he's been in the league. Damn,
he's still not even 30 yet.
Time fucking flies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27 years old.
So he's only 27, so he's still young, but like that's somebody that deserves a cup.
Yeah.
So did Bob, though.
Yeah. So Ryan had asked before the series started if Bob wins a cup, that is he a Hall of Famer? I don't. I said I first of all I thought they were going to win because I put Boston and Florida the thing. I did hit on that. It wasn't much, but and I said, well, I think they do win the game, but I don't, or win the series, but I don't think that automatically puts him in the Hall. I think he needs to continue what he's doing for like 3 more years, something like that. And then he's got 2, right? 2 Vezina trophies, a Stanley Cup. That's a pretty freaking nice resume he's had.
Well, I'll tell you what. If they win, if Game 7 was Game 4, I think he'd be a lock.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would have put up the best numbers ever in the Stanley Cup Finals series.
I mean that. Yeah.
I mean the fact that they lost the 3 games puts a little bit more back in question.
That's
like
what
he was
he's done.
historically.
That's what he's done his whole career. Like he'll have 3 games where he's just spectacular,
right,
and then 4 where he struggles.
Right.
He's 35 years old.
Well, yeah.
Bob's 35.
We had him a long time ago.
Yeah, we did.
He was like 8 goalies ago for us.
Yeah.
75 goalies.
Stupid. So stupid, man. I'm trying to see.
We got Barron Forrest instead. I was so excited about that too.
In his career so far, he's 396 and 224. That's pretty good. 55 overtimes. Why is that even save percentage?
Who was our goalie when we traded him?
Or is it 2.5 goals against, which is very good. Wow. Save percentage is 91%.
We traded him for Brizgalov.
That's why I thought it was Brizgalov.
Yeah.
What a great move that was.
They're still paying him too, ain't they?
Probably.
I think so. I think it was a 13-year deal or some.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, 12 years or something. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, great job,
Brizgalov.
Fuck.
At the time, I thought I was so excited about Brizgalov.
You don't afraid of penguin, be afraid of bear.
Barron Forrest.
Barron Forrest. And he's talking about going to space and shit. Remember all that?
Yeah.
That dude's a fucking whack job.
Yep.
He's Russian.
Well, Bobrovsky's Russian.
Yeah, but he's not a dumb Russian.
What was that?
Gary's back.
What was that? Sopranos when they shoot the Russian in the woods?
They couldn't kill that
The
fucker.
fucking guy won't die.
And they're stuck out there freezing.
Yeah.
Put like 7 bolts in the guy. He's still running.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, this guy's like an ox.
Bobby comes in his fucking hunting gear.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. You gotta hunt this guy.
So Tony just laughed at him.
Eating packets of mustard.
Oh,
That was one of the best episodes ever, man.
Paul was thinking about killing Christopher.
Yeah.
To get warm.
Oh yeah, he's saying yeah. Yo, don't. Why are you looking at me like that?
Stop looking at me.
Stop looking at me like that. Why? Why, kid? Why? All right. While you were drunk, sound good?
Is that your girl? That's the other one, right? That's your girl.
Yo,
Thatcher.
yeah, Terry Thatcher. Yeah. I'm trying to get her on the show one of these times. I'm trying to slob over.
I am not drunk,
Sounds like a
man.
bad
You're
idea.
trying to make
Probably.
me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a 6-pack is
Got a
acceptable?
70s boy
Wow,
sheriff
you
on
were
the
drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
I think it's like a real thin little strip, like an arrow.
It's bold.
It says
That's bold.
Yeah.
It's bold.
Trace it out. Says cum dumpster. Dick garage. Dick garage.
Insert
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Says
well,
insert here in her hair.
boner garage. Oh
I
yeah,
remember-
shit. I want to bring this up.
On my 21st, I got a lap dance from a stripper.
Uh-huh.
She had a tattoo that said "Eat Me."
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. You insist.
I forgot to tell you. So
Pecker Wrecker.
when we were down in Florida, and we went by the Winnie the Pooh ride, it started making me think like how weird that cartoon is.
Oh.
And so
They were definitely weed smoking.
so you know how like they're remaking these
Things in
Disney
the horrors?
Disney and
Yeah.
the horrors. So like there is a Pooh one. It's like
Right.
something of honey, Pooh and honey, or something honey and blood, or something that's called.
Yeah.
But like, what if like those characters were like furries? You know what furries are? You know what furries are? So furries are people who dress up in costumes, like animal costumes, and fuck each other in the woods. Like that's a real this is a thing, the furry thing.
So that's a group, an actual group.
Oh, it's like a fetish.
yeah.
It's like a fetish.
Furries.
Furries. Furries. Furries. Yeah, they dress up like animals and like, you know, you're blowing a horse or you're blowing a fucking cow or whatever. Yeah, this is I don't know. I had no fucking idea. But like, what if they did that as a horror movie, like for Pooh? I was thinking about this as I'm walking by the ride. And then
It's Disneyland.
then I'm thinking like Eeyore, right? Like you have to pin the tail on him. And then, oh, here we go again. And he's all fucking depressed as you're nailing him from behind.
This lipstick falls
Yeah.
out.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, Pooh. Oh. And then the fucking boy.
Bunny, there's one for Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
Nice
well,
little man.
yeah,
pussy,
yeah,
don't you?
pussy. But the boy, remember the Pooh's buddy?
Christopher, right?
Yeah.
Robin.
Christopher Throbbin. Fucking Christopher Throbbin's fucking nailing him.
Robin. He's a sudden blood rush to the head.
Piglet. We'll just leave that one alone. He's well hung.
I thought you were leaving that one alone.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He's tripping over his cock as he walks.
Leaving it at that.
Like,
Piglet.
we'll leave that one alone. And then he says he's well hung. Oh, we'll leave it at that. Until you fucking think of something else to say.
Yeah, that's it.
Christ.
I don't know. I was thinking about that.
What does that have to do with why you were drunk?
It doesn't. I was thinking about the.
He's at Disneyland with his entire family.
I'm
He-
thinking
and
about.
he's thinking about Eeyore taking it in the ass.
Oh, no. It hurts. It hurts. You're trying to fuck the depression out of Eeyore.
Ouch.
Pooh. Oh, it hurts. Fucking Christopher Throbbin.
Christopher Throbbin.
He's got a fucking 18-inch dick. He used to take care of you. So he's like in the middle of puberty. Oh, it's Pooh. Come here, Pooh.
Fat like a
My hormones are going crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Little Jenny won't pay attention to me at school. I need to play with my stuffed teddy bear.
Let's loop it up with some honey.
Come here, Christopher Throbbing. I was wondering why you keep sewing my asshole shut.
It's nice and sticky, isn't it?
Fucking stick Pooh's head in a Tony jar. You're like, that ain't honey anymore, pal. I've been using that for a while. Why does it smell like a pool in here? All right. While you were drunk. No better way to segue. Willie Mays passed away while we were drunk. So, again, remember, this has been 3 weeks. Oh, Jay says, Sean, we need to have a talk.
Yeah.
All right, Dad.
Yeah, he's probably disgusted. He's very disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to do that.
More times than not.
I mean, I didn't have anyone to call on Father's Day, so, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought Jay would have been there for me, you know?
Yeah, he didn't even call, did he?
No.
Thanks, Jay.
No. Said we definitely need to talk tomorrow. No, he did. He wished me happy Father's Day. I'm just kidding. All right, Willie Mays passed away. What was he, 80-something?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Willie Mays, a lot of people think that Willie Mays was the best living baseball player ever. Rightfully so. I mean, dude, 24-time All-Star.
That's crazy.
Like that's not even right.
Over 600 home runs, right?
Yeah, like absolutely batshit crazy. I don't know if you guys ever heard this. This is the if it's gonna work here.
Chip and I were really excited.
Oh, that's cool. It's the Willie Mays
I
song.
want to hear about Chip.
I don't like. Come on, this fucking.
Like, why is he like?
This advertising.
What if I want to hear about Chip?
He's with Winnie
He
the
was
Pooh.
excited.
Chip.
This is apparently real.
Who names their kid Chip?
Oh.
Willie plays all field. Every time we come to the game, we talking about Willie plays all the field. That's right. Let's call Willie and ask him. Call him. Okay. Hey, Willie. Yes. Are you Willie Mays? Yes. Whose ball was that? Why was it? In left field. Well, that's Urban's ball. I told you that. Every time we come to the game, we got to talk about it. The next time I'm going to sit in the grandstand. Hey, fellas, what's your name? Say who? Say Willie. Say hey. Say who? Swinging at the plate. Say hey. Say who? Say Willie. That giant kid is great. When he hits the ball, this long gone man hits it farther than Campy can. Swings the bat like a little lead pipe. When they reach the ball, it's overripe. Say hey.
Say hey.
Say
Willie Mays, man. Hell of a player. Jay, did you? Well, yeah, Jay got to see him play. Absolutely. Jay absolutely got to see him play.
Jay talked to sent a text message about getting to see him play.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he definitely played into his time, man. So yeah, with Willie Mays gone, who's the best living baseball player?
Well, I mean, I felt like somebody was better than Mays.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Different era.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, steroid era taken out into consideration. A-Rod's in consideration, maybe.
Griffey.
I would put Mays.
I know it's fucking. Yeah,
If Griffey didn't get hurt, maybe.
Yeah. What about Nolan Ryan? You know?
Interesting. I think I'd still take Mays, everyday player.
Yeah. Bonds, you mean?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I would take Bonds over Ryan.
Okay. Dave Peterson has some milestones here. Almost 3,000 games, over 2,000 runs, 3,200 hits, 1,900 RBIs.
Just an animal.
Only 1,500 strikeouts, 666 home runs, 338 stolen bases, 1951 Rookie of the Year. 11 Gold Gloves, 2 MVPs, 24 All-Star games. Voted into the Hall of Fame in 1979, his first year of eligibility.
11 Gold Gloves.
Yeah, that's fun. That he was amazing in the field. My
Yeah.
God. And of course, everyone knows about the
catch.
The catch, yeah. Yeah, so rest in peace, Willie Mays, man. That's a big loss for baseball, man. I thought he was dead, honestly, before that. But
if we're being honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. I thought he was dead for like 10 years. Jerry West died.
Not the best basketball player.
No, but
a good ball player.
I mean,
Yeah.
great. I mean, he helped build the Showtime teams. You know,
The emblem.
Yeah, he's the emblem, right? The logo of NBA. I mean, my son was 2 years old and he knew who Jerry West was because of the NBA logo. And every time we walk by, he point, Jerry West, Jerry West. So, yeah, Jerry West, rest in peace as well, man. And
that's where that logo came from, huh?
Jerry West, yep. A lot of people wanted to change it to Kobe. But I thought it'd be weird to put like a fucking crashed helicopter as a logo. Kind of strange. I don't think that really fits.
A mountain full of smoke.
Yeah. Why is there a smoky mountain as your NBA logo? That's kind of weird.
What the fuck?
Merrill Reese is also
He died?
No.
Oh.
Merrill Reese is going into the Hall of Fame.
Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Yep.
As you should.
He'll be
I'm
going,
surprised he hasn't gotten in already.
he'll be going to Canton
He should.
in the broadcaster section of the Football Hall of Fame. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's my Hall of Fame induction was brought to you by Matt Blatt's Blood of the Game.
Slack Shack, Hoagie Whack.
Slack's Hoagie Shack. Actually, Slacks follows us, dude. They fucking comment on all our shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Why don't we get a little hookup for some hoagie action? For
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'll talk to him.
All right.
All right. We'll see what we can do. It's been a little while since I heard from him, a couple of weeks, but yeah, then we'll do something. But congratulations to Merrill Reese.
Is Mike Quick going to do his induction? Hey, everybody.
Hey. Hi, this is Mike Quick.
I just want to, say that, like, Merrill Reese has been.
There's a lot of people out there who they think that Merrill's just
Merrill's been carrying me for 25 years now.
just a little man, but he's got strong back for carrying my ass around.
They fit together, though.
They do. Mike. Yeah, Merrill. Yes, congratulations to Merrill Reese. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Boxer Ryan Garcia was arrested 2 weeks ago for causing $15,000 worth of damage in his hotel room. Like,
snap?
Yeah, I guess he put holes in the wall and broke the TV and smashed all kinds of shit. And obviously, I mean, think about it. First of all,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
$15,000 worth of stuff in a hotel room, or $15,000 worth of damage. That's a lot. First, that's not a fucking Holiday Inn. Like, he's staying in a nice hotel and destroying it.
Yeah.
Probably chandelier and shit. Fucking smashed it.
They didn't put beans in his burrito.
You're all right. He's all pissed off. As I take a sip of my beer. Actually, hold on. What's the Hulk Hogan one that we play?
Cobb your knob.
Yeah. Wasn't there another one though? I thought we had another one we used to play.
Probably.
I guess not. But Hulk Hogan.
I'm going to get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Has his own beer that he just released. It's called Real American Beer. It's a light lager, I believe. Just came out 2 weeks ago.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Let's see if we can grab a couple cans of that.
Don't Steve Austin have one too?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure it's
Broken Skull, I think it's called.
Stone Cold, Broken Skull. He's big into like, I think Stone Cold's like gotten into like the culinary stuff and like he does the beer tasting and all. Yeah, pretty cool. Peterson's got one while we're getting drunk. Paris Olympiad 2024 begins Wednesday, July 24th. Archery, basketball, boxing, cycle, and diving, equestrian, fencing, football, golf, gymnastics, rugby, shooting,
I like
skateboard, all this
gymnastics.
stuff. Yeah, the summer shit's it's good. It's good Olympics. Wrestling, weightlifting, triathlon, volleyball.
I want to see if Simone comes back and has a good. That'd be a good comeback story.
Yeah, it's funny. The gymnastics thing is probably one of the bigger events in that for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, for some reason, like we revere those athletes. So pretty cool though. Darren Waller retired out of the blue.
You said it. No.
Yeah.
Signed with the Giants, right? What, last year? Or gets traded to the Giants, wherever he was. Never really got to play with them. He was hurt. And then just said, fuck it, I'm not playing at all. I'm done. Dude, he was a fucking good tight end. Like 2 years ago, he was a really good tight end.
Right.
And just,
Fuck that.
was it head injuries or something? What happened?
Concussion.
Is that what it was? Concussion?
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a little bit more sense. He didn't want.
Yeah. Speaking of the Stanley Cup we talked about earlier, just a fun fact. We put it up on our site and no one seemed to care. But Evan Rodriguez became the first Evan to win the Stanley Cup. There's never been the name Evan etched on the Stanley Cup until this year.
Who cares?
I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool.
Who cares?
That's what everyone else said.
That's useless info.
And no matter who would have won, it would have happened because Evan Broussard plays for the Edmonton Oilers. So,
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, there's two Evans playing in the Stanley Cup Finals, and one of them would have won.
Who nobody cares.
I care. I thought it was cool.
All right, I'm sorry.
Evan Almighty. All right. Scott Hansen. No. Scott Hansen is the Red Zone host. He used to be on NBC Philly. He used to do the reports here in Philadelphia for Comcast Sportsnet or whatever it was back then. Or what was it before Comcast Sportsnet? It was something before that, wasn't it?
No.
Wasn't it called something else?
NBC Sports or
No, Comcast.
It was just Comcast Sportsnet.
Launched that channel.
Yeah, okay. So it was Comcast Sportsnet. But now it's NBC Sports. But anyway, so he was driving and he witnessed a car crash. So he's going out to check on, see what's going on. Some dude is doing a live TikTok feed.
Runs him over.
No, runs over and is trying to reach into the dude's car. Like the car was flipped over or something. And the TikToker is reaching in the car, trying to steal shit. So Scott Hansen approaches him. He's like, yo, what are you doing? First of all, you're reaching inside the car. This is a fucking crime scene, dude.
Yeah.
So the video cuts off of that, and then another video picks up where Hansen's yelling at him, and the dude's running off. So
that's
weird. So he ran to the scene to try to help, the victims. Because he was afraid that someone died.
Right.
That's how bad the accident was. And here's this fucking grimy piece of shit. That's why this fucking TikTok and fucking Instagram, all this shit.
It's to get likes.
That's all it's about. How many fucking times do you watch a video where someone's getting their ass kicked and there's just someone just standing there with a phone? Help the people out. That society, man. I don't know.
I see one where they were watching this gang of girls beating up on one girl. There was 6 girls beating up on one girl, and they're videoing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Was it
help her?
Oh, listen, dude. You're first of all, you're watching weird videos.
Oh, scissor me timbers.
The girls are gang. They weren't fighting.
Yes, they were.
All right. Maybe she was fighting an orgasm, but they were.
What were they doing, Sean?
Scissoring.
Okay. Even better.
I was watching this one video.
So she don't need help.
I was watching this one video. My pants were off, and there was 12 girls on one. I was surprised she could take that many. There was a tongue here and a tongue there.
There a tongue, here a tongue.
Everywhere a tongue.
This tastes exactly like a big sloppy pussy.
You're a sick fuck.
Yeah.
Max Chadwick.
The interesting tandem here. Madden 25. Kate Scott. The Sixers' Kate Scott will be in Madden 25.
Oh shit.
Oh really?
She's calling. There's now 3 teams. I forget who the third team is. So Mike Tirico is with Greg Olson as one of the teams.
Okay.
Kate Scott's with Brock Heward on Madden 9-25. So I haven't played Madden in a couple of years, only because I just don't really play the sports games that much anymore. I usually play the other stuff now.
Right.
I am going to get it this year, not because of this. Because I haven't played it in a while, and I have a PS5 now.
Right.
Just to get that extra next gen game or whatever. And,
right.
And actually college football, College 25 comes out too.
That's supposed to be like the first time
It's the first time in like 15 years that they're having a college football game.
Interesting.
That might be a lot of fun.
Now, is that going to have like the real players and stuff?
I think it does.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember back in the day, they couldn't have name. They
Right.
could only be numbers. And he knew who, it was like, I'm going way back, like Kajana Carter.
Yeah.
Like, he knew 32 was Kajana Carter for Penn State,
Right.
stuff like that. Or Corey Dillon or whatever it was.
Right.
That's a name I ain't heard in fucking years.
Yeah, but I think now you can. Who was it was the drunk, the quarterback for Penn State that year.
Kerry Collins.
Kerry Collins was the quarterback for that team. Number 12, he was. But yeah, I think now they're gonna have names and stuff because they're getting rights, and I think the players, if I'm not mistaken,
They get some money
the
out
players
of
are
it,
getting money. If you agree to sign your name over to use it in the game, they get a nice check. So why would you not?
I thought they weren't allowed to do that.
No, you are.
No, now with the NIL, you're allowed to.
Yeah, you're allowed to now.
So they're allowed to receive gifts now.
Yep.
Wow, that's gonna be a
Well,
problem.
I think they're allowed.
Well, you're
they're
not allowed to receive gifts. If someone uses your likeness, you can get money off of it, and they're allowed to sign autographs now.
So it won't be
and it can take sponsorships.
So it won't be like sign with us, we'll give you a Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's bribery. Like, you still can't do that. You can, but if they use your likeness, or if you get a sponsorship,
you're allowed to get paid.
You're allowed to get, like, if fucking, I don't know, some dude from Drexel is a huge star and he's going to do Gary Barbera's,
no shit,
he's allowed to do it. Yeah.
And you're
allowed to do advertising and stuff like that.
If they get shoes, come out with shoes. Yeah, you could do all that shit now. So
just like a pro player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. They changed all that. Jay said, "You're refusing to look at me." I guess after my other jokes.
He's disgusted.
Charles, why would you not be? Charles Barkley, about the scissor thing. That's what it was.
No. Yeah, it wasn't Winnie the Pooh or Eeyore.
No,
it wasn't that.
No. Before our next story, a commercial break.
Use new sweet fish every day. Keep that skunky cunt away.
All right, now we're back. Charles Barkley's retiring from broadcasting.
Corner Pub Sports is brought to you by Stinky Smelly Pussy.
No, it's the perfume to make it.
Yeah.
Not sticky smell.
Sweet fish.
Charles
Barkley's retiring from broadcasting after this year coming up. He's done. He's and actually because
he actually
NBA on
announced
TV
it,
is done, right?
After this year, they get one more year, I think.
I thought this year's the last year.
This upcoming year.
Okay, so then that's it. Then Barkley's gonna say, "All right, I'm done."
Okay.
Although I thought they were already done. I thought NBA
no, they thought that they were going to be, but it's something where there's another year.
Okay. That's gonna kind of suck. I honestly,
Charles is good.
Yeah, he's not. They have a lot of fun on that panel. I don't feel like they always give you the best insight because, you got to take a lot of stuff with Charles Barkley with a grain of salt because he's wrong about a lot of things.
Well, yeah.
But then you got Shaq on the other side. You can't understand a fucking. I'm sorry.
Shaq's terrible.
And you can't even hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, go flip a pizza.
I've always hated Shaq. You know that.
Papa John motherfucker.
Dude, he has a reclining chair, or he has an office chair out. I went to do a pre-check TSA. I signed up for it. I had to go to Office Max to get my picture done. And I'm sitting there waiting for a guy to come over. And I'm like, Shaquille O'Neal office chair. What the fuck is that? It's like a $500 chair. It's like, yeah, the chair is all leather.
Oh, it's a nice chair.
It's a nice
I'm
chair.
sure it's a nice
It's a
chair.
very nice chair.
I ain't spending $500 on a fucking chair though.
It smells leather and cushions. Cushions. Adjustments. It's got adjustments on it. It's just.
All right, come on. Let's get this done.
Reach down the side and adjust it. Protects your lumbar.
It's got a pizza oven underneath.
Lumbar, a pizza oven, Papa John's. It's got a size 16 shoe. You can stick right up your ass.
It's not 16. It's like 25.
Donald Sutherland passed away. Lot of movies, man. His career spanned over decades. Yeah, it's kind of sucky, man. That was shitty to hear. That was what, last Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
So about a week ago. So yeah, Donald Sutherland, obviously Kiefer Sutherland is his son, the more famous Sutherland. No, I don't know about that. I think Donald Sutherland, man, he was in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So he was. I gotta be honest. He was a little. He was kind of creepy looking.
Yeah, a
Didn't
little
he
bit.
play in what's called too? That fire show we watched with fucking Dennis Leary.
No, he was not.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't in Rescue Me.
Wasn't he in that?
No.
I still gotta watch that. It's still on my queue.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He wasn't Rescue Me.
Yeah, there was something he was in where he was a fire expert, but he was also an arsonist. And I don't remember which one.
Yeah,
I thought it was Rescue Me.
Man, it wasn't Rescue Me. Did you Do you remember like when Netflix before it was all streaming, you used to get the DVDs and you had to put them in your queue?
Yeah, an envelope.
God, what a pain in the ass!
It came
that
in an
was.
envelope.
Think about it. You had it like dibs. You had to put dibs in, like to see if you can get to see the new movie. God, it sucked.
Yeah, you'd put it in your queue and you'd have to like put it like rank it where you
can
wanted
move it
it.
around.
Like, yeah.
All right, I got two more. Robert Englund and John Carpenter are both getting their stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Nice.
Speaking of Robert Englund and who was it?
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter. Okay, well, not Wes Craven. Rob Zombie is making a
Nightmare on Elm Street
called Fred. It's a series.
I
think it's like I don't know if it's 10. It might be 10 episode series called Fred. I think it's like a prequel.
Is that real?
I seen it on Facebook. It sounded legit. It's gonna be on Max.
I'm seeing here a new poster, Fred 2024. When did this come out?
October?
No. I don't think it's real, dude.
You sure?
No, it's not real. No, it's not real.
What makes you think it's not?
Hold on, because I'm reading it right now. I'm reading stuff.
That sounds like something he'd do, though.
Yeah, get ready for Fred, blah, blah, blah. Rob Zombie. Hold on, let me see. There is no Fred series publicly in development under Warner Brothers. However, a new Freddy Krueger's project has been in the works for some time. A new reboot movie was supposed to be being developed. But that fell apart.
That's not legit. Huh.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Clickbait over here.
No, it doesn't sound like it. No. I mean, it would be awesome. And Robert Englund has come out recently and said, like, I want to see this continue. Actually, his idea was that he wanted there to be a prequel. He wanted there to be
how he became
origin
Freddy.
story,
right,
about how he became Freddy. But it never came to be. So, and then last one I have. Oh yeah, this is a great story. Didn't we talk about boners earlier?
You're wearing a Boomer shirt.
I am wearing a. Which, by the way, you can get at the Corner Puff Sports store.
Give me such a bomer.
You give me such a bomer, and it's a baseball bat with a ruler next to it. You can get that at our store. Go to cornerpuffsports.net, and then you can find it there. All right, so my final While You Were Drunk story. As if life on the run is not hard enough, became a little tougher for one guy. Italian mafia boss Francisco Catastrata, 42 years old, suffered with a permanent erection after apparently had prolonged cocaine use, which resulted him to being in constant pain. While in court in 2009, he needed to have an ice pack on his crotch, claiming that his painful condition known as priapism meant that a jail sentence would be cruel for him. So he ended up being on like the run for the longest time, and they caught him. But he's claiming that because of his boner issues, he can't be thrown in jail because it'd be too painful for him. So what's the difference if you're running from the law with a boner
or in jail?
Or in jail? Like, I mean, first of all, you're going to be using that boner a lot in jail anyway, or someone's going to use it.
Yeah.
Probably.
You think he's going to be a giver or a receiver? I guess he's going to have to be giver, right?
Oh, he can work in the laundry room. He has somewhere to hang wet towels.
I mean, it's
true.
It's kind of true, yeah.
It's true.
That is true. You know?
That's the name of the show, Wet Towels and Boners.
You don't have a good name for the show.
It's true.
You think that's better than Christopher Throbbing?
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Wait until you see the artwork. No, I'm kidding. I don't have nothing planned. Boners with Christopher Throbbing. Wet tails.
Poor Poe.
Oh, mother. Oh.
All right. That's it.
Oh.
Time to go.
Oh, poo. It hurts. Oh, get it out. Get it out. All right, I got to find a play out song.
Good night, Mike.
All right.
Hold on,
There
dude.
you go.
Hold on, Gary. You gotta wait a second.
Give the play out.
Hey, you can't leave just yet. You gotta.
You haven't heard a play out in 5 years, Gary.
This one's from Mike.
Motherfucker.
Mike loves it.
Worse.
Guys,
Why?
listen, we weren't on our A game tonight, but we appreciate you guys hanging out.
Why were we on our A game? You were drunk
Dave,
enough?
Dave Peterson said he's halfway through the audiobook from the guest 2 weeks ago. It's not bad.
Oh, nice.
Dude, so Brad was our last, Brad Beluchian won a contest, and he was able to have dinner with Mike Schmidt tonight at Citizens Bank Park.
Oh, that's no awesome. Shit.
So he hung out with Mike Schmidt and Middleton.
And that's who he was trying to get the book with.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully something came of it.
Double that, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
It's fucking terrible.
That is a terrible song.
It's a terrible song. Sean knows it. I don't know why he plays this shit.
He's cool looking too. He's got his glasses on.
All right, this is enough.
He's a strap.
I said that's enough. I said
That's
This
boy.
man smell like
I say turn
marbles,
off.
cigarettes,
and Everclear alcohol and regret.
So I know. So everybody, show note. We've been taking 2 weeks. Going 2 weeks. We are going to be on the air next Friday.
It's news to me.
Catch up.
Sorry.
Yeah, to catch up.
July 5th. We'll be on the air on July 5th, 4th of July weekend. So
That's really our regular.
Yeah, regular. Yeah.
for those who are around and want to listen to us, we'll be there. All right. So want to let you guys know, happy 4th of July, guys. Peterson, Jay, everyone else, Mark, everyone else who was hanging out with us tonight. And of course, all of our listeners who download the show, we thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Listen, I know we were on our A game tonight. We're hit run down. Gary and I had really, really late night last night, and busy days today. So, but we stuck through it. We survived. I only had one fucking beer during the show. Is that right? I had two.
Was it two? One or two? I think it was only
Maybe
one.
it was only one.
No, I only had one beer during the show.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's been a slow
I
night.
outpaced both of you guys by my... Dude, I doubled up both of you guys combined. That'll never happen again.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen tomorrow. I can tell you that.
Oh
Oh boy.
All right, guys. We will see you later. Corner Puff Sports. We'll see you next week. Mikey, play us out.
Penis out.
All right.
Thank God that's over.
All right. Thanks, guys. On with that, you think that's over?
Oh boy. I'm not even listening. I know what this is going to be.
Okay, keep doing it. Yeah.
I did the stop. I was good. I didn't do it.
Okay.
All right, Sean.
All right. See you, brother. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Yeah, it's they're beat. So there was actually one point where I was like, man,
you don't think you're going to make it through?
Yeah, it was like 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and I'm like,
are you going to cancel?
Oh my god, no, I wasn't going to cancel. I'm like, this is going to be a short show. Yeah, 2.5 hours later.
Oh, it's 2.5?
Nah, 2 and 15.
That's actually not that bad for us.
Yeah, and we were slower paced. Like While You're Drunk took forever. There was a lot of While You're Drunk stories.
There's still not a whole lot to talk about.
No, there's not.
We didn't even talk about the NBA championship, which is fine because fuck Boston. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that happened while we were away.
We said we were going to talk about it, but we didn't.
I had it marked down. And JJ Redick. I want to bring that up too.
Yeah.
About JJ Redick becoming a head coach. Like that's a joke. You know what? That goes hand in hand. I guess we are kind of getting better coverage here. That goes hand in hand with the whole circus that is the Los Angeles Lakers situation with Bronny.
Now, the Dalton Connect is a good pick.
Yes,
I can't knock him for that.
Yeah.
But the fact that JJ Redick has zero coaching experience and was basically pegged and rumored because he was a friend of LeBron, and then all of a sudden he's the coach, and then Bronny James falls to 55, and the Lakers out of like you just knew that he was going to get taken there.
Mm-hmm.
It was, every mock had him there, like just because, just to appease his dad.
Yeah,
it's
just to make him happy. That's a complete joke.
That's
such a disgraceful.
It's why people hate LeBron. Yeah. It makes LeBron not likable when you clearly see that he's running things. I was going to do the other one, but yeah, I'll no, you know what? I'll split that with you.
Take it kind of easy tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be. Last night was. I didn't drink that much last night.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I had probably 3.
That's all?
Maybe 4.
Okay.
Maybe 4. I'm trying to think. No,
you were there for like
I was
6
there
hours.
for a while. So I had 4. But I still woke up with a nice.
Oh, really?
I still had a headache. I was tired. I think I was more tired than anything.
Tired and like probably dehydrated.
I was way. And I didn't really have dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have. They have food there, but I didn't really eat anything. So that doesn't help either. When you're tired and you don't eat and all that stuff. So went to Chick-fil-A this morning, got a nice breakfast sandwich. Dude, those things weigh like 6 pounds, man.
Yeah.
The breakfast sandwiches are huge. They're good, man.
Well, I'm a legacy member, so I went to Dunkin' Donuts. They had a special.
Oh, you did you? Yeah, you went. Fuck that card. Jay's gonna be drinking a Wrecked Pirate tomorrow. You got to look that up, Jay. Oh, Dave, I missed it. I'm sorry. How was your golf game with Scott? Scotty Air. So Scott and I never got
see what had happened was.
Yeah. So Scott was already down Florida and he forgot to bring his clubs. So I said, well, you can always rent them. And he said, well, I'm left-handed. I'm like, yeah, it might be a problem. I have a set. My mom lives down there, and I have a set down there. We put basically it was a makeshift set. We went to Goodwill and put together a set. And they're half decent. The drivers are nice. It's tailor-made.
Okay.
But I got new irons here, an extra set of irons. I'm going to ship down to there, and then I'm going to use those instead. I'll hold on to the other ones. I'll do something with them. But anyway, But I'm right-handed. I swing right-handed. I actually throw left-handed, but I swing right-handed. So I'm like, dude, I can't help you. Like, I'm sorry. So he said, well, why don't we just meet up for dinner or something? I'm like, yeah, sounds good. And then he called me on Saturday night, and he's like, dude, I didn't know that tomorrow's Father's Day, and my brother's from out of town, and he's here visiting. Are you? I said, Scott, it's fine. Like, no problem. Do what you got to do. Enjoy your family. Whatever. So no, I never got to meet up with him. We did talk. We did talk for a while. We talked for probably 2 hours that night, Saturday night. So, just talking about all kinds of stuff. So, I was a little bummed out, but he might be up in August for alumni weekend.
Okay. Is he going to come on the show, or is he?
I was talking to him about it. Yeah. So I think we're going to try to get him to come over, and then maybe Matt, from a relief room or something. We can do something with those guys. So we'll figure something out. Maybe we go over there. I don't care what we do. But that'll be awesome if we can make it happen. So we'll work on it. It'd be kind of cool to have them over here.
Yeah,
they haven't been here. So I mean, he's been in a relief room.
Right.
Matt hasn't been here. So
right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. It's only 20 minutes from him. So, it was a good show tonight, man. Not full of energy. I'm sorry. I apologize. I mean, maybe it's fine for a listener. I feel like shit. So it's always hard from the inside.
I mean, I feel like it was fine. I mean, but like I like the more laid back.
Yeah, we had more. It was definitely more laid back, but we had a lot to talk about tonight. That's a good beer. That's stout, chocolate stout. There was a lot of content. Mitch Koff and finals and
the draft
stuff, and the Phillies.
Phillies
Going through their problems, man.
Watching Sanchez pitch that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm happy for him, dude. He's proven that the Phillies that they made the right choice. Signing him, man. And he's had good stuff. It's not like all of a sudden this year, like he had good stuff last year.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I was pissed last year when they kept taking him and Suarez. For some reason, they Topper would pull him after 3 innings. Like, what the fuck you doing? Like, stop, man. You can't. I don't know if you're going to do that this year. If they continue to pitch the way they're pitching, you can't do that to them in the playoffs.
You can't pull them like that. No. Yeah.
What you need is your offense to fucking pick up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
All right, guys, we're gonna log off here. We thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Be safe. Happy 4th of July. And
we'll see you back next Friday.
Sounds good. All right. Later, guys.